I said, I said that Colin Kaepernick joint, that joint was a trigger for me.
Yeah,
A
Word.
trigger in which ways? Because that shit is crazy.
but nah,
It was,
but
it was a
for
trigger
me,
in a couple different ways.
but
Identity crisis, all types of shit was going on during that shit.
for
Um,
me, well, hold up. For me, the thing that made it so crazy is if
no,
y'all
we
can
gonna dig
remember the
into this. Don't try to give me no
nah,
short, simple
the
answers. We
first
gonna dig
time he
into
remember
this.
the first
No
time
what?
the first time he started to sit out, right? Like maybe the first game or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So because prior to that, um, I read something on ESPN or they was doing a story on him how he was adopted and his white
Mm-hmm.
mother gave him up for adoption. You
His
His
understand
white
what I
black
mean?
mother,
mother.
his
No,
black
his white
mother,
mother. His mother's white. His
his mother
father's
white.
black. His mother is white. His mother's
Oh,
white.
okay, that's smooth. Huh? They
His
ain't showed
mother's
that
His
white.
much.
birth,
So
his
so
birth mom.
yeah, his
Okay.
birth mom. So when he got into the NFL, he had never met her, and she came to a game. So they was doing the whole story.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, damn. So when he started to sit out for them games, I was like, yeah, I think it has to do with he feels some kind of way. You understand what I mean? So looking at that, I was like, you know what? Everything's starting to make sense. You don't know what people experience or what they experienced as a child, or why they doing certain things, but that in itself right there, I was like, yeah, now I really understand where he was coming from. You know what I mean? But it was wild. It was wild.
Now, me myself, you know me, I'm going to depict it. So I have a couple issues to say. Now,
Mm-hmm.
the first being, and right? It starts
Mm-hmm.
off with a slavery mentality, meaning football is a slave sport. They are basically conducting these carbines like a slave trade ship. So he was basically saying like how he was geared in
Mm-hmm.
already a slave mentality. But even before then, he has white parents,
Mm-hmm.
like adopted parents. That's pushing this narrative for him to get into every sport possible as a young black male.
Nah, but with it, I mean,
So
that's every parent though. So and
is
I'm
it
gonna
every
look at it.
parent?
Yeah,
That's what I
yes.
said. And in that
Every most
environment,
parents that's with
ho-
sports, they do. Even with the white kids, that I've seen white parents with
We
white. They
understand even with the white
but what
kids,
I'm
but you
saying
see
is,
how, all right,
mhm,
we'll take it into consider. I don't mean to cut you off. We'll
yeah,
take that into consideration, but we're saying you
mhm,
see how it would take a King Richard, how he had to basically actually buy you into a program where you already seen money and
mhm,
a value and something value
mhm,
before you brought into something.
mhm,
That wasn't this. That wasn't the sense in this part because Kaepernick, you might have had moments where you were okay, but you had the best training,
mhm,
the best scooterage, the best background.
mhm.
You feel me? We
yeah,
we
but
we
with
we're looking at the whole picture on how he became and how he was famous, but we're not looking at what they're trying to paint in front of you. Like I was telling D Banger, what's the funniest thing about that documentary series that you've seen besides a football field?
When they was trying to get his hair braided, and they he's trying to
That's a point. That's a good
yeah,
point. But what's a
yeah.
point that you see all through the movie? You only see that at one point, and then he say after 14 years he got it back. You didn't see when he got it back. So what did you see consistently throughout that movie?
People was looking at him. To me, it's like every situation, people was looking at him like, oh, here's the black kid, or you understand what I mean? I don't know.
I hear
That's
you,
just
but
how
I'm
I
gonna
feel.
break it down to the nitty gritty.
Uh-huh.
Every night they prepared a meal and they sat at the
Oh,
table
he
with him.
said every night.
No,
So what do
you're not paying attention to that. But how many
okay.
meals did you see during that documentary
Yeah,
documentary?
yeah.
You seen more meals and him getting ready and talking about how his arm was if he was
Mm,
prepared to take over and he was supposed to be this monster and this beast more than you seen anything. So they're showing you the nurturing
mm-hmm.
into an athlete, them taking care of you from a point where even
Yeah.
at some point where it was like me and D Banger was saying, it was statements that was made that was racist, but
Mm-hmm.
they was bypassing them. they were making it seem like he was the issue. Like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
no, just relax. You know, you got to stop taking
yeah,
things
yeah,
so
yeah,
personal.
yeah. I didn't like that. Yeah.
You didn't like that, but what were they positioned from the beginning? Like, this is what I'm saying, because they seen they had a black young adult male growing, sprouting in height rapidly, and they had this man committed into every sport whatso possible. So is he telling us that that's where he feel the slavery started? Because he
Probably.
had slavery in his household, because he always said, I was never chosen first.
Mm-hmm.
I was always body
The
second
second,
pick.
yeah.
Meaning even the family that adopted him didn't want him. They were looking for another a child. The child happened to get taken or adopted, and then it was
Yeah.
like, hey, we got this child, another one. But
Mm-hmm.
so what was their position throughout the whole term?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because were they racist too?
They
Were
just
they the
don't.
masters?
They. How would you say they
How
just
would
don't
you
know
say?
about
All right,
I don't
so
think they was aware. They not.
all right,
You know
so
what I mean?
so this is my opinion. All right, so first off, when you mentioned King Richard, it wasn't common for black kids from the urban community to play tennis. So as far as like him having to sell whomever he had to sell, let alone for Venus and Serena to play, but just for them being black kids, period. Like, so that was one thing that I took just from the outside looking in with King Richard. Like, it wasn't a common sport. So, like with Colin, what I saw with that, all right, so they didn't want they weren't going to look for a black kid, a black child to adopt at first. No. So then he was available. He became available. He was just a couple of days old. Now, as far as them raising him, like the way that they depicted them in that, because obviously we know, even though he approved that those weren't his parents and that's not how they actually were. But
Mm-hmm.
since we know he was directly involved, we know it was close
Yeah.
because well, we would think it would be close because he agreed to it or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So so as far as the sports thing goes, what I noticed growing up in the suburbs, going to predominantly white schools, they you're trained from an early age to be active and to be social, to be all right. So the different hobbies, the different clubs, the sports, that is always encouraged in their community. Period.
Mm-hmm.
That's period. That's just in their community. Period. Not saying just their community, but within our community, our main access we have is football and basketball. That's the direct access we have because that's what they place within our community. The basketball courts with the parks and then football, what have you. But like as far as like golf, lacrosse, tennis, you know what I mean? Archery, all those different things. So those other activities and things become more available when you get to the more affluent communities or what have you. But
Mm-hmm.
like, so I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary with him playing sports all year round because I went to school with kids that did that. You
Mm-hmm.
get what I'm saying? So that's like regular. And then as far as preparation for school, like the system that he was breaking down at the end or in the beginning, like he in my opinion, he's basically showing you and telling you this system is on all levels and it starts at the bottom, but it's on all levels basically. And he had to learn the hard way, basically, because he wasn't raised as a black man. He always knew he was different. He always knew he was a black man, but he wasn't raised as a black man, nor was he taught directly, culturally, how to be a black man, quote unquote. His
Mm-hmm.
father couldn't have taught him because his father was a white man. He had no direct identity involved as far as that went. So, like, So like as far as like sitting down and eating dinner, that's what they do, obviously. And I don't know if you remember, Land, but in the beginning of one of our episodes, I was saying how when I was younger, the one thing I wanted as a child was for us to all sit down and eat dinner together.
Mm-hmm.
And that's ill that was one thing that you pointed out, you know what I'm saying, within the documentary. Like that's what they did every night.
Well, why you didn't do that if you saying you grew up in the same community? This is what I'm stating.
I wasn't white, Negro. I grew up in the suburbs, but I wasn't white. I'm not a white man, so I didn't grow up white. So no, my family had to work. My aunts and my grandmother, they had to work every day. They worked in the white man's corporation. You understand? That's where they had to work in order to get the money to pay for me to go to those schools. But we hadn't moved on up like the Jeffersons, is what I learned.
But
That's
but
when
but
it was like a generational thing within my family too, which was deep. But we'll get to that part.
but black families sit at the table and eat too. That's not, you know what I mean? It's just
I'm not
black
saying that
families.
they don't.
No, I'm
I'm
talking
not
about.
saying
I'm
that.
talking to Bam. I'm talking to Bam. Black families
Yeah,
eat at the dinner table too.
but it's rare that
Now,
you'll find the
Yeah.
whole
brother,
family sitting down at the
I
dinner
hear both of
table
your
on
arguments, right?
schedule.
I'm asking y'all what was highlighted throughout the film.
It
And
was
you
a
gave me
couple
a
things.
film
Mm-hmm.
and you told me to watch it and it was homework, right? And throughout the film, I seen that they highlighted
All
him
the
going,
races.
all the racist shit, true indeed. But what they was that when they tried to make the family seem like they were good,
Mm-hmm.
they highlighted every meal, every
Oh, he was getting
trip,
to eat.
every meal,
Yeah.
every trip, every
That's what they do.
meal. You just told us that you used to pray for that meal and you was in that community. So
Yeah,
my whole point was where they're treating him different because
Mm-hmm.
we already know we have a fucking ace of spade in the back. We know what this nigga is.
You think so?
yeah, but
We're
that's not
allowing
why
people
he
to, and
was
it's he, and
there.
it's that the feeling
That's
that
not
he
why.
got by how they perceived his family, because his family seemed even racist as the movie goes on. They say things that's clearly racist to that nigga. And what
Yeah.
do the father and the mother say in the movie? Oh, Colin, you're bugging.
Yeah.
You're being too hostile, even down to you're a thug.
That's
Mm.
what they
Cut
tell
your
you.
mustache.
But
Cut
she
your
didn't call him.
braids.
Yeah, she didn't call him a thug. She was basically
Bang, whose side are
categorizing
you
him.
on? Bang, whose
He
side are
said,
you
"What
on?
side are you on?"
What side are you on, B? This is what they're gonna ask you when you walk outside the mall. Bang, what side are you on?
Yo,
You
bro.
seen it. You
Yo,
seen
bro.
it.
What I'm
A nigga
saying
with an
too is
apple
that
showed us.
yeah, but you got to think. All right, so think about the comment. Yeah, it was fucked up. But think about the comment when she was eavesdropping on the conversation, and
Mhm.
old boy was like, "Oh, girl is pretty, but she's like black
Blue,
blue,
black.
like
Blue,
Yeah.
she's
black.
like blue black." And
Yeah.
then she was like, "Oh,
What's blue, black?
what's blue black?" And then
Mm-hmm.
when they saw the picture finally, she was like, "Oh, is this what they mean?" Like they wanted him to be with the white. Yo,
No,
you know what
no,
it
no, they
was?
did not. Again,
The
your
white girl. Yes,
perception.
they did.
No, again, the perception. The black chick was not going to be there through all of your work, hard struggle when you had
Oh
to be
yeah.
the best
Yeah.
you
She
can
was
be.
going. Yeah.
But Barbie was willing to pose as soon as mommy and them said, go ahead, with any star that it need to be, because she knew her role. That was their point. I would
Mhm.
take out of that, because the girls still liked the nigga even when she wasn't dealing with him. So it's just like a situation where you go, huh?
Yeah.
Why would you point that out? Oh, so you pointing that out for this reason, saying when he got to work hard, he got to make practice, he got to make sure he's at this, that, and that sport. The sister's talking about she need time. She needs to be this, that. You better make time for me. And then when I don't make time for you because I'm trying to be productive, you leave me. But Becky, she slid in as soon as parents did take a picture.
Yo,
Oh my God, she made the desk.
Chilling.
oh yeah, she
She was
made the
on the
On the
podium.
ball.
podcast.
She made the podium. She made the
Yeah,
family move.
yeah, yeah. She did. She
Like
put the
my
other
Nick,
picture in the drawer.
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
you
That's what it's
looking? But no, are
going.
you looking at the behind the scene racism shit? Why did the blue black didn't make it up there? She was just in his room.
Cause she was blue black, nigga. That's why.
Or is it that they're saying if you're thinking about money, that's not the right one that you want right there?
Well, I'm saying as far as, but then also think about it though, bro. They was pushing him to play baseball, bro. Think about baseball.
Who was pushing him?
Everybody.
The coaches.
Who?
Coaches.
I'm asking y'all who.
The coaches.
Everybody.
The coaches.
Everybody.
Everybody who wanted what? A payoff. That was going, you're going to be the best. You're going to be rich. You're going to already be rich. You're going to already be rich.
Irregardless of it, what I was saying is that the sport that they were grooming him for as well, as far as America, baseball.
I wouldn't go with that because America's sport is baseball and football. So that's how you can't
say that.
Them is Hong Kong. It's not like that. Those is neck and neck.
Yeah, but it's not. It's really not to a degree. Like it's
and
more
I would
baseball.
pull football a little bit more because they get to see you niggas run, brain damage, rushing to each other, bust that nigga head, get over him. So,
but what was the funniest? You know, the funniest thing I've seen in that movie is when that man went to the girl house and he thought it was pumpkin pie.
No, but that's cultural. That's basically that was their tease
pumpkin
on.
Pie.
I thought that was they tease on basically white people ain't had no flavor because you see when he was at the dinner table.
But every time he was at the table, did you see him putting salt?
He putting salt and pepper on it, and then when he went to the black people house, what he said? Oh, we don't need no salt and pepper on that.
Oh, wow.
So I figured it was just like a cultural difference. Him saying that white people food are bland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You're right, but listen at what was really a fact. Y'all didn't pay attention to this. Another hidden fact. His nigga ass ate it every night. He ate it every night. Fuck
he
if
had
it was
to.
But I'm just saying discipline.
Mm-hmm.
We saying he had to. I'm just saying as far as discipline. These are discipline techniques that you do that instills your character as you grow, bro. I hear you saying he had to. He this, that, and the third. All of that was discipline. So this is when it comes to a question of, they might have been racist. They might have been manipulative. They might have only was looking out to get cash out. But would you prefer to be in that type of situation than a nigga putting cable in your name? Put a Cornet in your name, nigga. You waking up at 35, you ain't got no fucking credit. You don't know how to make nothing. I'm just saying, what would you rather, like for real, I'm just saying, if you're going to use me,
use me. I would feel so uncomfortable in that house. The way I'm telling you,
and what house?
I'd rather Cornet be in my name. I just want to be somewhere where I'm comfortable.
You're not telling the truth. I know how your living circumstances was.
I want to be comfortable. That shit is so. Just watching that movie was uncomfortable.
In the fourth. How? He didn't live crazy. He had a regular room.
I'm just saying, it's the imagine that, like,
because he had a regular room. He didn't even have no standing room. He had no flat screen, no computer. You make it seem like this nigga was in heaven, like he was rich just to have a bed. You see how fucking punished we are? This is what I'm talking about, man.
Yo,
you make us.
That's crazy.
Your man. Yo, listen. The only thing that I didn't see, which was cool, that I went through, that I didn't see him go through, was the shit amongst his peers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like his boys was cool. Like his one dude was white. He was mad cool. He was like a hood white boy. The black kid, he wasn't a Tom or nothing, which was mad cool. You know what I'm saying? Colin wasn't even a Tom. Colin was just trying to find his identity.
No,
what?
Colin was a Tom.
No, he wasn't, nigga. He didn't.
There
even
was
know
other brothers
Tom,
it was other brothers that was in his school, bro, that moved just like black kids.
His right hand, his best friend was
exactly
black, like a black.
Exactly. So what was his problem? Just because he had white parents? You telling me he moving like a Tom?
Just cause, nigga, that plays a part culturally. Who is he identifying with in his house? He's gonna copy them, and then when he goes home, who does he identify with?
Oh, so now you're saying this. Oh, so now you're saying it is structure. All right, it is discipline and structure in those little steps. I got you.
Oh yeah, I never denied it to begin with when you first mentioned it. That was something that you had pinpointed that made sense ultimately, but I wasn't disputing that part of it, the structure. Because yo, listen, man, why is it that white is right, my nigga? Like
Who said it
because
was
that's
right?
yo, my nigga. I'm not saying it like it is. I'm telling you, we're going off the documentary, right? And didn't he say that's how they're trained? If they're training a whole group of motherfuckers like this, that is what the general consensus is being pushed through in America in these sports areas, especially because I
But
went to schools where they catered to the black kid. I never wanted to fit in that stereotypical category, right?
but
Like, go ahead.
no, I just want to answer the question. Like respectfully, they're not the typical black kids. They're already he raised in a different environment, so you are open to different things. Like those are not. We couldn't sit here like you just said. Venus and Serena, they cracked open the door for colored people in tennis
Who
because
told
that
you that?
was.
Who told you
Come on,
that?
come on.
You
Why
know
we
who
gonna do
Arthur
that?
No,
Ashe
no,
is?
no,
All right,
they
we not gonna
didn't.
go through. We not
What are
gonna
you talking
go
about?
through. We
Color?
not
They was
gonna.
just good. They was just good. It had nothing to do with black. There was
We
two black.
understand
They
it
was
may have
good.
been
They was
listen time place and error plays
okay.
a thing in everything because that could have been when the majority of us was tuned on, not to say the first, the majority of us was tuned
But
on,
listen,
but any
Bam. Even though they're in tennis, how many even like you said, it's still not a lot of black girls. And so I mean, what are you getting at?
that was my argument. There is
Oh,
not we know that that's a predominantly white sport, so we
mhm.
can't get mad for at them when somebody comes in that's a something new and get taken over. Like we would do that in our sport.
Yeah.
No disrespect, when Dirk and these guys first came out of here and they was playing crazy and it was looking like they was gonna be the new wave. How did brothers feel? You ain't gonna take over basketball with all these aerial steps and shit like that.
Yeah. But one thing though, what I
Yo,
and maybe Colin need to understand that you may not have been the best quarterback. You understand? You understand what I mean? You may not have been the best. It is what it is.
yo, you know what it is? I think, I think that he wanted to be the quarterback. The quarterback is how he found his identity,
But
and him being in that quarterback position,
mm-hmm,
it not only evolved him as a quarterback and as a young man, it
mm-hmm.
evolved him as a black man
But for
because
me, from the documentary, I took like from the schools denying him, right? To me, it felt like, oh, because he was black, that's why a lot of the schools wasn't taking him. When I
nah,
disagree.
it was because baseball was his dominant sport. He was better in baseball, bro. That's what everybody
But
said.
but he was getting, but that's how
He
it presented
even
to me.
said it, bro. He
Yeah.
was better in baseball. He wanted football
Oh,
though.
okay.
And he was nice. Like when he was pitching, they was like, "Did you see that?" Oh boy was like, "Everybody saw that." Like, you know what I'm saying? His arm was phenomenal. But back then, also, think about the quarterbacks. It was predominantly white quarterbacks. That's what he was also saying. So
Nah, but Michael Vick was
position,
before him. Mike Vick was
Michael,
before him. Vince Young was
Mike,
before him. There's a
Mike
lot of
Vick, Vince Young, right? But bro, that doesn't mean, bro.
Warren
You know
Moon,
how
the most
you know
important
how
one of all.
yeah.
Bro, do you know how hard it was for them to break through from high school to college to NFL, being those black quarterbacks? It still wasn't like easy. They still
No,
had this
at that point though, when he
right,
was growing up, it was a majority. Look at Charlie Ward. It was a whole rack of black quarterbacks in
right.
college.
But
What I'm saying
what I'm
is, I don't think he was that good. He wasn't as good as he thought he was. You understand what I mean? He just wasn't. Even looking at him in the
bro,
NFL, he
out of
wasn't as good as he thought he was.
football, baseball, and basketball, he wasn't obviously
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he was gonna go to the major leagues at 19 years old, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The NFL, like, yeah, obviously he wasn't as good because baseball was his thing. He was a
Yeah,
pitcher.
but
So
the
he just wanted football.
documentary I took out of it, like it made it feel like because he was black, so that's why they didn't believe he could be a quarterback. That's how I took out
That
of it.
was Well, that's what I was just saying. But
Yeah.
you was talking about all the other great quarterbacks.
Yo, but what
that
I'm
don't
saying,
mean
but
shit
what I'm saying, but what
because
I'm saying is, to me, I don't think realistically he was that good of a quarterback.
I think it was
He
a
was
little bit of
athletic.
both.
Yeah, he was
He had to
athletic.
have been good enough, bro. He had to have been good enough to make it in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean,
Bro,
because of the athleticism, I think it's because of the, you know what I mean. When I'm talking about like being a quarterback, a natural
he
throwing
wasn't like
quarterback.
exception. No, he wasn't
Yeah,
natural.
because look
He
at Tim
wasn't.
Tebow. Tim Tebow can throw from here to across the street, but because he's so athletic, that's probably why he succeeded in college football. You
And
understand what I
then
mean?
he was
They grew.
marketable.
Yeah.
He was marketable as that fully grown, healthy white male. You
Mm-hmm.
get what I'm saying? That's an amendments. You get what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
that 21 and over. You know what I'm saying? So that's who Tebow was, America's
Mm-hmm.
poster boy. Like, and he was Christian. You know what I'm saying? They already have Christ depicted as a white man. So you know what I'm saying? Tebow fit that whole marketing
Yeah.
campaign.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
yeah, but his ass out the NFL now. I mean,
Yeah, because
he
it
faced a
wasn't
lot of
about
backlash
that.
too.
Yeah, it wasn't about that because they realized he was he realized he was human. They tried to,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
He
But
wasn't shit neither.
nah, he wasn't shit either. But think about it though. Yo, bro, before I forget, I was in the 8th grade, Pop.
Mm-hmm.
We was, you know how the doorways are? You know the door, and then you have the inside of the frame.
Yeah.
We lining up, getting ready to go to lunch. White kid, Italian kid.
Mm-hmm.
You see the picture frame behind me, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Picture the picture frame being the inside of the door.
Mm-hmm.
We lining up to get ready to go to lunch. English class, Dr. Cortez, white boy named Joe. He was Italian.
Mm-hmm.
My hand was like this,
In the door.
yeah, like
Yeah.
on the side of the door panel, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what he said? He was like, "Look, it blends in."
Oh wow.
Yo, we was eating lunch one time. The nigga went to the window and had a container of chocolate pudding and poured it out on the ground
Mm-hmm.
outside the window of our
Mm-hmm.
classroom
Mm-hmm.
and was like, "Look, that's Dion on the ground."
And what you do? Oh man, I would have got expelled. The first time he would have said it blended, I would have got expelled.
Yo, what I'm saying? Yo, this is what I knew. I knew that nigga Lynn would get a kick out of that shit. He's rolling right now. Yo, look, what did I do?
Yeah.
I didn't do anything. I was mad. All
Mm-hmm.
right. Now, this is when I'm going to Immaculate Heart of Mary in Scarsdale, New York.
Mm.
It's a Catholic school.
Mm-hmm.
They paying tuition for me to go there.
Mm-hmm.
These women, they did not want to hear me coming home telling them nothing about nothing, being called a nigga, none of that. They grew up in the 60s. They grew up in the South where, you know what I'm saying? Like they
Yeah.
didn't care about none of that shit. You
Mm-hmm.
better take your black ass in there, go to school and get your education.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I have my first experience with something like that. I had this. The reason why you see that PS 194 on there, right? I had this teacher called Dr. Smith. Dr. Smith was one of them dudes. He marched doing civil rights and shit like that. So that all he taught was Black history. We learned nothing else but Black history. This nigga was so racist. He used to say shit like, "Yeah, what do you think when you die? What happens? Your bones is white, right?" Like he used to say shit like that. Don't wear white sneakers because it gets dirt. You understand? Like he used to say shit like that. That's where I learned how to watch Roots, all types of shit. I knew every single Black inventor or anything before I got to before I got to middle school. So that's my experience, right? So I leave New York at 16. I go to play in I moved. I left New York. I went to a school in Massachusetts, right? This is my first time ever interacting with white people, besides seeing the teacher. And you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's say my first day in school, right? this shit was like some shit you seen out of the movie. You see people with the varsity jackets. You see these white. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
yeah,
So it's lunch.
yeah,
Like, I guess it's whatever. Like the middle of the period where you switch classes.
yeah.
So I see one of these kids on the varsity
Shout out my
football
nigga
team.
Lugatti.
On the varsity football team with the varsity jacket, and it's another kid who's a freshman. I've known him for seeing him around and shit like that. So they I guess they bumped into the kid and they talking, and I'm like, yo, I'm coming straight out of New York now, so I got that whole shit. I was like, yo, what the fuck y'all niggas trying to do? You know what I mean? What y'all trying to do? He was like, oh, you go get your boy. I was like, yo, I'll smack the shit out your white in school in the middle of all that shit. I didn't give a, cause that's my mental. I'm never. You understand what I mean? I'm like, y'all fucking with a, you know what I mean? Y'all fucking with a, you a fucking senior. You fucking with a freshman. What y'all niggas want to do? So I had that whole New York mentality, that grimy shit, in my system. But my experiment, it was like, yo, this shit was like crazy for me. I never seen nothing like this. Like
Freshman Friday.
Yeah, this shit, like these niggas really
You
do
are
it. Like
from
they got the
Africa. You
cars
think
and
that
all of
makes
that.
you a
They
little
got the
bit more
cars. I
hostile?
was like, what the
Like
fuck?
you really don't play that shit?
Wow.
Is
But
that a
that shit was
point?
crazy. But we ended up I ended up playing football, so I had to interact with some of these kids. You understand me? That's how I really, you know what I mean? Football, I think, broke the barrier. Because once we got out on the football field, it was, you know what I mean? Like they say this slick shit in practice and you have battles and shit like that. But when we was on the football field, it was
Y'all
kind of
was a
different.
team.
Yeah.
Y'all was a team. Together,
Yeah.
everyone achieves more. They push that team shit.
And
Oh,
we
come on,
had
Pop. You know
a
it's not
black
even like
coach, right?
that.
I never knew what a Confederate flag was until I got out there. One of the kids had a Confederate flag on his truck driving it through. So I didn't know at the time. So the coach was black, and one of the other students told him. So he pulled him like grilling him, like I was like, what the fuck? What is the Confederate flag? Like, and people started to tell me like, yeah. I was like, oh shit, like wow. I never knew what a Confederate flag was until I left New York City.
Yeah, I went to school. I went to college up in Massachusetts, Pop.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. I'll never go back over there again.
I went to my firstborn
I'll
is
never
from
go
his
back.
mother. His mother's
Papa,
from
yo, Miss
Massachusetts.
Greenberg.
Huh?
Yo, Miss Greenberg.
Hell no. See, Greensburg was different because you got some you got some of us
that's
scattered
Westchester.
around. You got Jeanette.
No, that ain't Westchester. That's Pennsylvania.
Yes, it is.
You
Oh,
got Jeanette.
goddamn, Westchester. I've been there.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a Greenburgh, New York, nigga, in Westchester.
Oh, he not talking about that. He talking about PA. You see what he's
PA,
telling you? They got Jessup. What's the nigga say?
Nah, you got Jeanette, where predominantly black, and you got Pittsburgh black, so it's kind of different. Massachusetts, oh hell no.
We've been to Pittsburgh. We know that ain't really that. That's not.
I'm saying, but they got a hood though.
But we don't know if that's accurate. If they're predominantly black, they
but
close.
It's
But
enough.
They almost as white as they get too.
It's enough.
Pittsburgh is, you feel me? They play that line real smooth.
Yeah, but I think sports breaks that barrier. You know what I mean, with racism.
Yeah, it does break the barrier.
You know what I mean? Because
Especially
when you out
when
there,
it comes.
I
I can't hear you. You mute. Unmute yourself.
Mute yourself.
But I muted myself because I was gonna say something stupid. I was on what I was saying. Yeah, all right. My nigga D Banger said for all the ladies, he started his OnlyFans this week.
He says your OnlyFans.
No,
It's
if I can
called,
figure
but
out,
listen to what it's called. It's called, you see that on the floor? That's Dion.
You see that on the floor.
this nigga got jokes. You see how he came back with the joke, Pop?
This nigga crazy.
This nigga land, B.
Yo, where's the mama? I think we get 2 million. Look at 2 million right away. You see that on the floor? That's Dion. Yo, and they can just show everything. They can go everywhere in the world, just take a picture of some shit. See that shit on the floor? That's Dion. And we're gonna sue the teacher after that shit for racial profiling.
That's crazy.
He probably dead.
My brother, my mother told me my brother got expelled from school for punching a white kid when he was in the nose. They called him a nigga. He broke the kid's nose and got expelled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad he broke his nose.
With these wide noses. We
He
been
broke his
sucking
nose
up
for
all
all the
this good
noses I wasn't
Yeah, he
able to
broke
area
the
there.
shit. That nigga got expelled. He grew up.
Listen.
He grew up in like Missouri, Kansas City area.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. He was
Yeah,
fucking up a
he
couple
wasn't
of
playing.
crackers out there.
Yeah, me and my brother got the different uh attitude about us. He off the chain.
Yo, you know what's bananas? Is that when I was younger, I was more radical.
Mm-hmm.
And like so growing up in the suburbs, I knew about the stereotypes and the racism and the prejudice. I like they girls because I just like girls.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it was predominantly white girls. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but but like that shit is different though. Like, because as I'm
That shit
playing
like
back the
the
tape,
Navy, it sound like.
as,
You
Mm-hmm.
in
as
a
I was
position
watching
like
them,
no other man.
as I was watching, as I was watching the documentary, I'm thinking about me
Yeah.
being in Kaepernick's shoes, like
Yeah.
going places, being the only black kid, talking a certain way, white kids making fun of me. Like, oh, Dion, you speak so proper. Like the white dudes making it seem like I wasn't black enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then that's the identity thing that I was talking about. Like, I'm growing up, I come home, video music box, hip hop. You feel what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
going to school, that's not, the shit. It was like
Yeah.
a culture clash. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then, but looking back on it, a lot of the kids, a lot of the kids, they wanted to fit in with the white kids.
Mm-hmm.
I was, I was more angry. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you feel me?
What grades you
But
completed as far as in the white community?
That was a question from somebody,
From man,
or
I'm asking D Banger, like we're
oh,
like, because I want to know if you got to go to prom. Was you the jock? Was you the cool
nah,
guy?
I
And
wasn't none of that. Nah, I got
but did you
voted
get to
unsung
that point?
hero in football. I went to a junior prom. I didn't go to my senior prom.
But does that really exist? Because you know us in our public
All of
school
that.
situations, we really don't
Y'all don't have
experience
y'all
that.
don't have prom in school.
Nigga, how the fuck I supposed to know about prom? Nigga, they barely wanted to let me graduate.
Well, yeah,
The fuck
like
is
they
nigga
had,
talking about a prom?
yeah,
but it's you
they
know
Don't you
had.
what?
gotta get a certain amount of
It's the
credits for
inner
that?
city, man. It's the inner city. It's the
I
inner
don't
city. It's
think
not
my bank
everywhere.
account was working
Not
with
The
my
inner
everywhere.
city,
Down
savings
south
at
is
that
different.
time.
the inner city schools, they don't have prom their
It's the
senior
inner
I
year.
city.
don't
It's
know
down
about no
south is
prom,
different.
nigga. I
It's
don't know
Oh
about
everywhere
no
man,
else is
prom.
different.
I
It's
ain't
in
gonna
yeah, I
New
didn't
lie.
go
York,
to.
place like New
They
York
probably
City.
had a prom. But niggas like us wasn't invited to no proms back then. We wasn't prom type dudes. We ain't know that type of atmosphere exists. We didn't know
Yeah,
it
I
was
didn't go.
prom type atmospheres at school.
Nah,
Our
ain't no
school wasn't
prom in
no
New York.
prom type shit. Nah. You ain't
Yeah, I
gonna be
didn't
on no
go.
prom.
Yeah, I didn't go to my senior prom, but I went to a junior prom though. But it was more of a black. It was at Peekskill High School. I was dating this girl from Peekskill High School, and that
Mm-hmm.
was more of a urban suburban school.
Was
Mm-hmm.
You
she
know what I'm
white?
saying? Pete? No, she was black, nigga.
Okay, man. You just said urban
That's
suburban.
the
It was a little bit of
that
crack in there.
that was the purpose of me telling the story though. But like, yeah, she went to Peekskill. Peekskill was like a black school, like a Ossining, like a
Yeah, I know where Asinine is.
yeah, you know about Ossining and
D Mizzle.
Ossining, Peekskill,
Niggas.
Mount Vernon High, White Plains
Yeah, them
High.
shits is sounding like group homes almost. You know, they changed from a fucking high straight to, Pleasantville, Spofford,
I went to
Brewster's house.
Pleasantville. I
That
went to
shit go right.
Pleasantville in the
That
10th
shit turn
grade.
real fast.
You know about the
Pleasantville,
Pleasantville's cottage school?
but that's not the Pleasantville. They wasn't trying to send my ass to wasn't no cottage school.
But you know what
No, but
something
that's
I missed out of that documentary that it really dawned onto me. They was talking about how um a mother got arrested for trying to send her kid
to a predominantly white school for
a better school
better education.
Because so they want to keep you in your district, like they want to keep you,
bro.
in
You wanna
somewhere.
know what's
I was like, yo,
fuck
That's
it
that.
makes
zoning.
You know
That's
sense.
called
no,
zoning.
fuck
It
that.
makes sense.
You know what's
called
bigger than
zoning.
that?
What?
If I get $100 million, I cannot give y'all niggas no $1 million.
Money, yeah.
I cannot
What you
make.
mean?
You cannot. You're not allowed to make millionaires like just in like because it's like
Yeah.
it's like almost like property. You have to earn that status to become on that. So once you get to that level, that's why they got donations and they got
Yeah.
they sponsor shit and they got shit that they give away money to, because I'm not allowed to give my brother 30 million because he my
Yeah.
brother. No,
Because
can't do
you
that.
seen that from the True Story, right?
Oh,
I
you
seen
know what
that
they
way
do?
before, even before that
You know
happened.
what they do? You know what they do? They gift the money to their grandkids, so the
But you
parents
can't.
don't pay taxes on the money.
But the only
That's
way
what
you're
the
gonna
wealth.
do
That's
is
what
by
they
set
do.
it up like what, college funds? What
No,
you gonna
they
give your son? What about your brother, the nigga who really ain't shit in life, who just need 30 million to go fuck it up somewhere for you fuck up your
Shit.
life? Why
What you mean
can't
you
you
can't
do this?
just give it to them?
You can't just give away that much money.
Yeah.
It's a
No, I
tax
mean
law.
not
It's
based
a
upon the
it's a
IRS and
tax
the
law.
income tax. Yeah,
Yes,
the
it
income
is.
tax. No, I'm saying no, you can't do that.
Well,
Yeah,
how would you
because of the
go? No
IRS
disrespect.
and the
We're not
income
playing with
tax.
no $20, $30. How you gonna just go to the bar and give a nigga $30 million? Where that's gonna work?
Why
You got
not?
30 in your pocket. When you gonna have 30 in your pocket, man?
I
You're
want to
not allowed
transfer
to have
30. I want.
$7,000 on you.
But listen,
Where's you getting 30 million cash?
But listen, I got 200 million. You mean to tell me I can't transfer 30
No,
million of that? Yes, you
no,
can.
no, you cannot.
Yes, you can. You might
You
have to make a
cannot
couple
do
of
it.
calls and about. Yeah.
There ain't no couple calls. You
Yeah.
cannot do it. Can't do it's called it's inflation of some type.
Nah,
Check
ain't
it
no
out.
inflation. If you got a good
Yes, it
lawyer,
is.
it could happen.
You got the greatest lawyer in the world, man. You are not making all these niggas in the
You
hood
could.
rich just because you got rich.
It's
It's
not
not
all
gonna
these
happen.
niggas. It's
That's
not
how
all
they
these.
looking. That's what it's to prevent you from doing.
Oh.
That's why all these brothers that get on and you be like, yo, these niggas ain't keeping it real. They're not giving back. They can't give back but so much. You can't target your community and go, yo, I'm gonna get these niggas 80 million. No, I gotta get partners and these niggas to come in so we can do redevelopment for the community.
So
These are all sponsors. We're not paying out of pocket. We're not allowed to pay out of pocket. That's the first thing you learn when you investing with real money. Don't pay out of pocket.
mm-hmm.
Somebody else got to spend it. They got a quota to meet.
Yeah. Well, what nigga in his mind want to give one person 30 million anyway?
Anybody
No, I
might
ain't
get it. What
giving
if
no.
I'm worth 30 billion? If I'm worth 60 billion, you think I just want to be worth 60 billion? You don't think I want to say like on
No,
some
but
real
listen,
shit?
you could do it. You could
take this,
if
you
you
take
worth
this,
that
you
much
take
and you
this.
want to give me 30, you can give it. I'll have to open up an account. It could be that transfer could be done. It could be
Yeah,
done.
it's just the amount of taxes you have to pay on the money. That's what
It
you
ain't
talking
about
about.
no amount of
You
taxes.
can't just say
cannot,
tonight.
if that man, if that nigga, if his annual income last year read 19,000, I couldn't get that nigga no fucking 30 million next.
Yes, you can.
That shit come over. You got to.
Yes, you can.
What
It's gonna be.
business
They're gonna take
transaction
their
is this for?
taxes. Yes, you can. You're gonna have to take their taxes.
Nah, they got a law against that. It's gonna cost me more money to get that to you than it's gonna cost. It's gonna cost me more than 30 million to give you that. I'm gonna have to probably pay like 100 million. I might probably,
no, you won't.
Probably pay it. Believe
if you
me,
give me
man.
30, if you give me 30, you probably gonna have to pay about, I'll say, out of that 30, you may have to pay about 10 to 12 million dollars in taxes for you.
Niggas don't want to give you $5 for a sandwich. Who gonna give you 12 million or go 12 million on top of it? Listen,
it's like winning the lottery.
Be in the entourage, be cool, calm down. We eating forever. That's why niggas be having niggas string along, I guess. Because it's like, I can't make y'all millionaires. You gotta be my friend forever. But I can't tell you that.
Yeah. But
I gotta try to tell you to go make some money. If you don't never make no money, you gotta be like a Tata.
Yeah.
I give you a position, but you know.
So you have to be like
for real. Not
so,
saying it like that because we might not know Tata's position.
Yeah, but that school thing is bigger. So let me tell you how I ended up in Massachusetts. Benga, you knew you had to apply to high school for junior high.
Yeah, in New York, apply to junior high.
You have to apply to
What's crazy
how I ended up.
How the fuck
They
it was
wanted-
out on
I
a waiting
applied to
list?
But listen, I applied to Seward Park, right? Because it was an art school. That's
You
where I
breaking
wanted
up,
to go.
Papa. You might have to leave out and come back in.
All right, hold on.
You hear?
Hold.
You hear?
You can hear
All right,
me?
you sound better now.
All right, I said, so I wanted to go to Seward Park, right? That was a high school. My cousin went there. Nelson
Stewart
went there.
Park.
Yeah,
Stewart
it's
Park.
downtown. Yeah, it's
I know where
downtown.
he's from.
So they told me I couldn't get in. Guess where they wanted it? That's what they said. You got to go to Brandeis or G Dubs. Those were my only two options. I
But
said
that
I'm out
happened
of
with
here.
me. I told you that
I'm not
happened with
even
me.
I couldn't get into Martin Luther King, which was right down the street from where
You kind of that was bad because
They
Martin
would
Luther
not
King
let
was
me
my
in there.
zone
They
school.
wouldn't let me
That's
in
how
there.
they threw
Why
me as
wouldn't
a
they let
zone
you in
school.
They
there?
said I had to go to
I was
Brandeis
trying to go to G
or
Dub.
G-Dubs.
I was trying to
Why
go to
wouldn't-
G Dub.
I
I
don't
just
know.
came from IS 143. I was on 183rd and Autobahn, so all my
Oh, what?
niggas was pretty much right there. You
Yeah.
know, that was just another. So I wasn't worried about that. I was trying to go to G
Yeah,
Dub.
they told me I had to go to Brandeis, fam.
They sent me to King.
King?
But I was damn near in Brandeis. You know, back in those days when you was
Yeah,
in King and
Yeah.
Brandeis, it was like neck and neck.
Yeah. Well, I
So
said
your
I'm
would've
high
loved
school
those.
was one of those schools in
you could apply. You gotta
in a
apply. So
suburban
this is
area.
Mhm.
Banger, I'm sorry. Your high school was an actual suburban school
Yeah, I went to 3 different high schools.
in a suburban area.
Yeah, I grew up in
Oh, you
Westchester
Silver
County. That's
Spoon,
all
nigga.
suburbs.
You Silver
No, I'm
Spoon.
not.
Yes, you
No, I'm
are.
not.
You was
No,
like
I'm
the
not.
Fonz, nigga. You got to walk around with Ricky and all them niggas. Sunday, Monday, happy days. Yeah, this nigga
No,
was
my
in
nigga.
King and Brandeis. Them shits was like Warriors and what was the other movie?
You said Warriors.
Back in those days, the King and Brandeis was real.
Yeah. But how
Yeah,
I didn't
compared.
Marcus told me about he told me when I had to be like 9 years old. He went to Brandeis. And he always told me, I don't want to see you end up in here.
Where in Brandeis?
Brandeis. He said, yo.
I
He
ain't gonna
said,
tell
yo,
you
it was
how I went to
crazy.
King.
How you ended up in King?
You know, King is a business school,
Mm-hmm.
but like
Word.
the hood brochure is all the hustlers go there. You know, King at certain periods that should look like 2/5. Niggas posing, they checking, they say, what the fuck is going on? Like, you feel me? King was a hustler school. That shit was like, I don't know. At least in my days.
How many people from the block went there when you was there? Philly Gill went there with you, right?
Philly Gill behind me. So by the time Philly Gill came, Phil was set because I already stomped my name in King. Ern went there with me. Quan went there with me. They came probably a year after that. From the block. I'm thinking from the block. My nigga Play from up the block went with me. My nigga Khalil went with me. Who else was in King with me?
That's crazy.
Drew was even in King with me. My man Drew was even in King with me. Marlon, God bless the dead. Marlon was in King with me. The light skin kid, we was in King together. My man Frank was in King with me. Dexter was in King with me. I think the whole Hamilton was in King with me. Like that was my nigga. Like I'm telling you, it wasn't like anybody who was supposed to be something about some shit was in King at those days.
Yeah, can't get it. They told me I couldn't go there, man.
Nah, it wasn't. No, it wasn't that. Back in those days, no disrespect. It was. They didn't know it was 5 for hustlers yet.
Wow.
At that point, all them niggas was tall. You got LA, you got Rich, you feel me? Niggas is tall, man. Niggas ain't no little dudes.
You say, wow. Yeah, but that was a good movie, man. So what about was it One Night in Miami?
Yeah, the One Night in Miami. Before that, I wanted to hit you with a current event because I know you had to see it.
Wow.
God bless the young brother. Slim 400. The man gets shot, right? And the nigga grab him out the car and he's still hitting him. And then the news reports say the man died in the hospital. So the man must have still, through all of that, that man was still alive when he was grabbing on him, holding on his leg and all that shit. Y'all ain't check that out?
It looked like he
Y'all ain't
was
see that?
holding
Nah,
on
I
to
ain't see it. What's his name?
I saw the video. It looked
Slim
like he was
400.
holding on to the hammer, right? Right, Land?
It's on
It
YouTube.
looked like he had grabbed the hammer, right? He was like, "Oh, you got a gun on me? You gonna shoot me?" And he got up. He started firing, and Slim grabbed him. Slim wouldn't let go of the nigga. He had the death grip. He would not
Let
let
me
that
see.
nigga go for nothing. The nigga
It's
had to
funny
like
you
shake
say
him
that.
This
off.
was in his house.
Nah,
No,
this
he
was
was
at
getting
the
in the
girl's
car
house.
in the
It was at his girl's house. Dude,
Sixties neighborhood in
yeah,
Compton.
but it was
Why
a
they
it was
Compton.
a
Oh.
blood. It was a blood. It was a blood nigga. They saying that killed him. It
they
wasn't
don't know what
behind the
was going.
rolling.
They don't know what was going on. They just niggas.
But where's the video? Oh,
I
shit.
don't know if they took it
YouTube.
down.
They ain't
I don't
take
know
it
if they
down. I
took it
seen it
down.
today. Put Slim 400 death. They got that shit up there. They gonna show. They got and then YouTube niggas. They grab that. They put that shit in whatever, and they got that shit
That
all
shit
over.
is
That's
crazy. They was
crazy.
beefing
Ain't the
about that
word,
on
B.
Clubhouse. They was beefing about it on Clubhouse about putting the
Homie
video
was.
up and all of that.
There's certain ways a nigga hit you. It's kind of that was personal. That nigga grab your ass out the car, kept hitting you.
Nah, it looked like he got up out the car, and then that's when he
But I
jumped.
can't
When he
really.
got up out the car to move towards him, that's when Kid backed up and started hitting him. It looked like
I know for
he
whatever
panicked
reason.
almost when he
For
yeah.
whatever reason, that nigga ain't let
Rest
him
in
go, and
peace.
he was still firing that piece, man. Yeah, rest in peace. That shit is crazy. Niggas going for nothing.
Damn. So
Niggas going.
you think it was a robbery?
I don't think it was no robbery. I just think it was beef.
Yeah, that was a personal hit. Like he went to go, you know what I'm saying? He
Yeah, I
pulled
don't know.
up for that reason.
I don't know. I haven't heard this Kid music yet.
All right, so look, I got something too. Hold on 1 second.
I ain't heard his music neither. But the funny shit is now, how many people gonna give him energy and pay attention to his music now that he dead? You know how that goes.
Crazy.
All right, so look,
nobody till somebody kills you.
Mm-hmm.
yo, so what about? All right, so
Current events.
yeah, her name slips my mind right now, and that's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
But she's out in Louisiana, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole controversy is, how is it that this nigga Kyle Rittenhouse was able to clap them people and get off, beat their bodies? And then what about that young black girl that's out there in Louisiana that was she was being sex trafficked by that white dude and she killed him. She's locked up right now. They got her in prison. I gotta get her name. Yeah, they got her in prison right now. Kyle
But
Rittenhouse
still,
just beat
yeah,
what,
that's
2-3
crazy.
bodies?
Yeah,
He just beat like 2-3 bodies or something.
but
This white
I think the situations when you look at the criteria to get charged with murder, right? So it has to be something that's planned, especially first degree murder. So did you plan this? So I think the two situation, I'm gonna take color out of it, right? The two situations is different because you have a protest, somebody come
I
out with a
said,
gun,
that
they
nigga
shot a
sound like
gun in the head,
robots.
blah blah. And then this girl, I don't know the full story. It looks like
it was
it's something that,
premeditated, you saying
so that's
that it
you got
seemed
it. So
like hers
you're,
was more
yeah,
premeditated?
because something was happening to her. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, but it was
And
still
she went to
self-defense though. That was her. She didn't
Mhm,
hunt the nigga. Like she had to
mhm.
get away from the nigga. Like
Oh,
the
okay.
white dude. She had to get away from him. Like, and he's a known sex trafficker. Like he had already violated and raped her.
Mhm.
Like that's you know what I'm saying? If anything, that's trauma. But at the end of the day though,
How many times did he Did she shoot him? Do you
I
know
don't
the
know.
story behind?
So we're gonna get the particulars of the case. All right. We
Mhm.
researched the case. All right. It's not gonna be hard to find her name or
Mhm.
whatever. All right. So we're gonna research it and we're gonna come back to it on Wednesday. There was
But
something
if
else
she
that I
can,
wanted.
with the good lawyer, she could get off though. You know, they probably got a charge and all that. They got to go through the. But with a good lawyer, you know,
I think she already got sentenced. I think she been
oh, she
sentenced
already got
already.
sentenced. Let me
Yeah,
see.
like how he just beat his trial. I think she I don't know if, okay, don't quote me whether or not she been sentenced. Maybe she's still going to court, but she's still locked up. I know that. But the
And
fact that he's able, like, I understand what you're saying as far as the statutes and the guidelines of the laws in the state.
mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, though, yeah, that's still fucked up, though. Yeah.
Stay in your thought, good brother. You ain't losing. I'm just doing something
Yeah,
on the
but
side. Don't let me throw
that's
you off.
crazy. I want to get the full story.
Yeah, we're going to do our research on that. We got to get her name
Women went to
and everything.
a lot of women went to prison for that happens very often, and yeah, something needs to be, you know what I mean? Something needs to be
Yo, do
done
you know
about that.
where do you know where a barrel of laughs comes from?
Mm-mm.
That phrase, a barrel of laughs.
Nah, that's my first time
They
hearing.
used to be they used to be on the plantations or whatever, and the females, they would throw the female slaves, they would throw their heads in the barrels to stop the master, the plantation owner,
Mm-hmm.
from seeing them laugh. This
Wow.
nigga land. Look at
No,
this
because I'm in
nigga,
the
dude.
back of my mind think I left the hoes on the plantation, man. That's why I'm in trouble now.
This
Crazy,
nigga
man.
here, B. Yeah, this nigga's bugged out, B. He said he would have left them there, B.
I'm nice. Oh, I left him there, man. All that weed shit, that shit, when that shit get back home and the motherfucker got legs, now they barking on you, telling you what they feel. Eddie.
Oh, he got just Jimmy Smouye guilty.
I want my own
Yeah, that nigga
Eddie.
guilty. That nigga lied.
So he gonna get sentenced? He
Who?
going
Your
he
man?
going down?
It ain't no
Jimmy
telling
Smouye.
what type.
Say his
It,
name.
it depends on
Jimmy
what type of
Smouye.
time that charge carry.
Say
Yeah, that
his
nigga
name right.
guilty. That nigga
Nigga, say his name.
Jimmy
Who guilty?
Smouye.
Smollier, Jesse Smollier.
Who the fuck?
What?
Name that child. Say it again.
His name is Jimmy Smouye. What are you talking about?
Jesse
What the fuck
Smollier?
is it?
Is he? I'm saying I'm not trying to like butcher his name. Is he French? Is he French, Haitian, or something to that extent?
I don't know.
He's Fouye.
He's Fouye. This nigga, man. Yo, yeah, that nigga guilty, Pop. That nigga lied. We knew
Lied
that nigga
about
was
what?
guilty.
It being a hate crime?
He lied about the whole shit. He paid them niggas to beat his ass, didn't he?
But why?
Mhm.
Lucius wasn't giving him no burn on Empire?
Yeah, he wanted to go viral, I guess.
Do anybody know the reason? Yeah, but was he trying to go viral? What was the reason? He was in a
It was
good
an
position
election
at
and
that
all
point.
that. Remember, it was an election going on and all of that. So
Oh, so he was trying to tank the election? Smouye?
Nah, Pop.
it was an election going on.
That's Smouye.
Yeah,
That's
nah.
It was an
Smouye.
election.
I don't
Yeah,
think it
nah.
was
He
that
was
deep.
trying to
It
get.
wasn't that
He
deep.
was
He
trying to
just
get
wanted a
more
little bit more
pay.
cameo time.
He was trying
Jamal
to get
was
more
getting
pay
all
at-
the good rap scenes now.
He was trying to get paid. You say he
It
was
was
trying to get
Paid
paid?
for what?
It was something to do with him wanting to get more attention, more pay.
Nah.
He wanted to be a victim. Okay, hold
It
on.
was. I ain't gonna
He
go into.
had
It was an election going on. Somebody.
hold on. What happened?
He said it was an election going on. he basically wanted to cook the books. So he was going around town saying that Trump had niggas out there trying to beat him up and touch his butt. He got
hell
paused
no.
because
He didn't say all that.
you know he did. That's the only reason
Nah,
he
that
got
nigga
paused
didn't
on it.
say
Look
all
at his face on the internet. Look, touch his butt.
Yo,
You see, that's the only
tell
time.
that nigga land.
The
Yo,
only
cut the
time they
shit, dude.
pause us and they hold us back is when it get to know what.
Yo,
My man,
cut
my
the
good
shit,
brother
B.
was letting y'all know how it was, B. It wasn't no problem.
Yeah, that's crazy. They froze his whole camera too. Yeah, man. But yeah, that dude is guilty, man. Nigga, he admitted to lying.
I bet he did. I would have said I lied too.
Yeah, they made him seem like he was bugged out on the stand though.
Season over. They ain't worried about that no more. The season over.
Oh snap.
How you feeling today, D Banger? We skip right over that part. How's your day going, good brother?
Yeah, man. Overall, everything is good, man. You know I can't complain, man. I get cleared for work on Tuesday, so I'll be back to
Always
work
kicking
on
me off.
Wednesday.
Because didn't you say he
I'm
lied and
sorry.
said that Trump
I'm sorry, y'all.
had he had Trump
All
had
right.
niggas try to beat him up and touch his butt, right?
You said what? No, I ain't say
You
that.
s- What
See,
you
I
said?
told that nigga that you didn't say that.
Why he guilty?
I said it was an election going on. If you can remember around that time,
This ain't gonna
it
bring
was
it back to
election, and it had
K-Pop.
the whole Black Lives Matter, and all of that was going on.
Why he lied?
What do you mean? Why he lied?
You saying he
Like this shit?
lied? Why he lied? Why he was doing this for election? How was that?
Because there was a lot going on. I'm telling you, you had the shootings, you had the election going on. It was a whole bunch of things going on. So he lied so he could fit himself into that. Like, oh wow, another to make the news.
So he
That's all.
just basically wanted extra cameo
Yeah,
He
time.
wanted
yeah,
attention.
You
That's
just
what I
saying
yeah.
he
said.
used all
But
right.
he
He
did
used
it.
that
It was the
time.
perfect.
I
It was the
understand.
perfect time for him to do that.
He used that time as a great all right
Yeah.
execution.
So he
point.
had both agenda going on. You had the gay agenda and you had the Black Lives Matter agenda. So he wanted to merge both of them into one.
Y'all
You
can hear it
understand
sound like a zoo back here where I'm at. Y'all can hear the loud shit.
Yeah,
that?
yeah, we can hear all that.
You said that's his Dominican side coming out. This nigga crazy.
No, I say that's the zoo. You know,
Oh,
that's we could do that. We do that shit for 1,000 hours. I bet you if I sit down and tell motherfucker help him by read, that shit everything cut off. Everybody go to sleep. Shit over. We can always break shit together. We can never build nothing together or learn together.
You need to take him to the park and let him run around all day. Clear off some steam and energy.
Take who to
And
the
that you
park,
see,
my
that's the
son?
thing with outside.
I ain't gotta take that nigga to the park. He cool.
Why not? No, I'm
No,
just
I'm
saying.
not
So he
saying it
could.
like I can't take him to the
Nah,
park.
I'm just
Yeah, to
saying.
burn out energy.
But this is like this goes into the whole inner city. Do you see how we're trapped? We're like, in order for you can't just go outside and take your kid into a normal park so where he could run around. You got to go all the way. You understand what I mean? So all of that plays in behavior and all of that. I'm telling you, like you can't keep somebody in the
Hell
house
yeah.
all day. Where you know what I mean? It's I'm
I'm
starting to
gonna
deal
keep
with
it
that
as
right
plain
now.
as possible. I hear what you saying.
Yeah.
You just can't let a nigga know where he come from. Point blank, period. You can't let a nigga know where he come from. Cause I know my mother and my father, and I always say, how the fuck I came out and I did this and that and the third. But
Yeah.
you know, I know how. Cause I ain't know that nigga for half my life. So you don't know what the fuck you don't know a nigga ways, or you don't understand a nigga ways. You can't copy them. Sometimes that's good and bad for you.
Bad. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah,
So in
like
the
that's
same
what I was
sense,
saying about old boy earlier when we was talking about Kaepernick.
That's
yeah.
true.
He was saying how he had other black kids around, but I'm like, he didn't have nobody black in that house with him, so he
Yeah.
didn't have anyone to
But
directly identify
but what
with.
I was
Like,
saying was is that gonna help the situation or is it gonna make it worse?
Worse. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Because
So
in
yeah, like
reality,
in my
with black,
case,
because
in
in
my
our
case, it made it worse.
see what I'm saying? Because what are we focused on in reality? The only way they was gonna pay attention to Kaepernick and a black family is if motherfuckers outside already told them, yo, you got a star on your hands. You know, you need to get the shit. Got to get confirmed in black neighborhoods for niggas to pay attention.
He in a black home, he would have been teased too, in an all black school. They've been calling him light skin, and you understand what
I
I
didn't think
mean,
he
and
was
all
too
of
light skinned. I just thought he was like kind of
that.
geeky. He
Nah,
liked Allen Iverson. I didn't think it was nothing square about him. He was
nigga, you
light
seen
skinned.
the
Y'all trying to
best
play me
acting
out?
shit. You seen his real picture?
Y'all trying to play me out? Y'all trying to say I was a light white in high school? I was a sucker.
You ain't as light as Colin. So
Yeah,
get
you
that
ain't
out of your mind right
mulatto.
But
now.
imagine in
You ain't
high school,
mulatto, nigga.
at one point I was,
Nah,
At one
you
point
just a
you was
light.
mulatto.
and my
and then
afro was red.
It's in my iPhone. You had red hair. You
Real
was a
talk.
ginger.
Real
You
talk. I
dyed
ain't
your
gonna
hair
lie to you.
black.
I ain't died shit. My mother keeps saying I just got dirty over the years. I keep telling you shit. Every year since I was motherfucking born, my mother makes sure every summer she tell me how dirty my ass got. That was the same child she had. Damn, you getting black. Damn, you getting black. Damn, you getting black. Damn, you getting black. I heard that shit so much. I thought it was just, niggas get blacker. I was waiting for the blacker niggas to get blacker, but
And one point I wanted to bring up. This is a sports question, right? And this is for you fathers that have son, right?
yeah.
I watched LeBron James' son play his high school game the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, do you think it's hurting LeBron's son being that
His
LeBron is at
father's
all the games? Is he has his image he has to live up, so it's not he can't really play as free, and the kid is not he's not a bad he's a decent basketball player, but do you think having LeBron James as your father and you at all the games, so it's almost like I can't really, you understand? I can't really be myself because I'm trying to be like you so much. Do you think LeBron needs to step back? Don't go to some of the games.
Bro, what the
Watch
fuck
from
is
afar.
LeBron gonna do? Disclaim
I'm
him?
just saying.
Put him in
No,
a
I'm just
You
saying. Do you
don't want
think?
to be LeBron's son? What he gonna do to change that? What the fuck he
I'm
gonna
just
put
saying.
you in
But having a parent at the game all the time is what I'm saying.
Bro,
Do you think?
listen, we've been abused too long. We think abuse is right.
Mm-hmm.
We've been abused too long. A parent at your game is what you're supposed to have. That's your support
Not
system.
LeBron James though. Not if your parents.
You
on
saying
LeBron
it because your pops is successful? So why was Dale Curry and
What I'm
having
saying.
Stephon at his games when he wasn't successful with the Charlotte? He was shooting threes, but he wasn't that nigga. But look at his son.
Mm-hmm.
So your point doesn't make no.
But no,
You're just
what I'm
saying it
what I'm
because his
saying is, do you
father's
think
great
it
at this
hurts?
time.
No, listen. What I'm thinking, do you think it hurts his game? Not from a. Do it
I
hurt
don't
his
think it
basketball
should.
development?
I don't think it
What
should.
about
If
Michael
I'm saying
Jordan's sons?
I don't think. But Michael Jordan's sons, they just not Michael Jordan.
Yeah, they just wasn't as nice.
Sometimes that's not your life, dog. No disrespect. Where did Michael Jordan grow up, and where did his sons grow up?
But so
It ain't no but so. You little niggas grew up in a mansion. You niggas done been everything was set out for you. Your pops was Mike.
I
This
don't mean
nigga
they
was
couldn't be
flying.
nice in basketball.
yeah.
We not saying about nice in basketball. We talking about when you become a dominant athlete in life, it takes that hunger.
But what I'm saying is, I think
mentality.
my point, and I'm trying to make is, does that hurt because you're trying to be so much like your father, where you forget about being yourself? Is what
But
I'm
we may
saying. When
not.
your father is that
We may.
icon, not in all cases. You know what I mean?
When I say weak ass, you say bitch. Weak ass. My nigga,
Because Steph is better than his father. His father wasn't that great. His father was.
But that's just
father was.
no. Your
So is
father was
Kobe.
an excellent
Kobe
shooter.
Bryant.
Your
So
father
is
was an
Kobe.
excellent shooter. He had one ability. You watching your father and you watching all those around your father, you was able to get more abilities, was able to be around this, to see it, for you to think it's possible and know that I can be this first. Because remember, we ain't get to go into no goddamn NBA arenas and see our pops play, or our cousins or our uncles or nothing. So that alone is an inspiration. Then not only that, you get to grow, and then you see the ones that you consider great, they're kind of familiar to you because they're like family. So it's more than just
But when
your father's a professional.
I don't know. I understand, but the point that I really
LeBron got the same treatment.
Yeah, but the point that I really is it sometimes like, do you feel like forcing your kids to be great? Yeah,
Who's
great
saying
like you or
LeBron's
better. I'm
forcing
just
him to
saying.
be
I'm just
great?
saying. Not. It doesn't really have to
Are
do
you
with
just saying? Are you saying great?
in
Or are you
general.
saying the highlight or the shadow? Is it like? Are you saying it in the aspect of, I don't want my shadow to overshadow you, so you always have to play up to a certain level?
Yeah, I guess. I guess.
Well, like I guess it would depend on like how their relationship really is,
Mm-hmm.
because maybe he, you know, they want to be great like they fathers,
Mm-hmm.
but they also want to, like, maybe they giving them time to develop their own game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think him going to the games is a distraction
No,
for him.
not even going to the
Being
games. It's being on like being right there on the sideline, like you on almost like coaching type, not in the stands. That's different. Not being at the games, but too much. You got too much hands on. Being
oh
that
yeah,
y'all
LeBron is annoying like that. Like,
like you know
yeah,
what I
that
mean. That's what I'm
seems
saying.
like that would be annoying, even though
Like
that's his dad.
constantly,
But I
just
don't
yeah,
know.
just
Now
constantly over
reverse.
you.
Now reverse the question.
Mm-hmm.
Simple, and you can get your answer.
Mm-hmm.
Would you feel like you was being abandoned if you like basketball and you love basketball and LeBron James was your father and then take the time to teach you or go to any of your games?
Yeah, but I wouldn't want any parent like on the sidelines as far as coaching. You understand what I mean? It I can't hear you. Unmute.
I said, no, I don't understand what you mean. That like, there's a
Yeah,
lot
that's
of
personally
fathers.
for me. That's personally
That's
for
you
me.
personally, but there's a
Yeah, I
lot
just
of
it's
great
me. Yeah.
father coaches and athletes that work great throughout the business for life. So
What great athlete, right? What great athlete of all time?
Mayweather and Roger. That's my uncle and a nephew
But
working
they
great for
wasn't
the
as
whole.
great. They are Roger,
You're
or
about to
they're
start
not
another
as great.
argument.
They are not as great as Floyd. You know that.
Who is not as
They
great
wasn't
as
no
Floyd? I don't
household name.
understand.
They wasn't no household name.
Yeah, I'm doing something right.
They wasn't no. You talking about this is LeBron James. This is Michael Jordan. Those are
So you're
Floyd
gonna tell
Mayweather.
me
Pops
that
wasn't
Floyd Mayweather is not a household name? Is what you're telling me?
his
What's the
father or
argument?
his uncle.
No, he said he wasn't as
Michael
good.
Jordan's father wasn't a household name before Michael Jordan came to exist.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is with
Only
Michael,
people
his
who
sons.
fathers is gonna be is players like Kobe Bryant,
Jelly
Curry.
Bean wasn't that good as Kobe.
What's your argument? I gotta hear
What
your
I'm saying
argument.
is what great athlete, right? At the top of the game, like what great athlete
Showed
that
support to their sons.
or their sons or yeah, followed in the same footsteps.
Everybody. How you think we get here? Even the Luke Walt Jr.
Forget it.
All of them. You don't believe that they did? How are they getting in these positions? You think
And I'm
Patrick
not
Ewing Jr. was on an NBA team because he was great? I'm just saying. I understand what you're. Are they going? But as to say, was your father the greatest at the point when he was playing, and then who's around him to be greatest? They can have kids too. So it's gonna always be you ain't gonna always tip the scale by thinking just because you think just because LeBron be at all of his sons' games and trains all of his sons, that does that take away from his skill? Could you fucking
it's not training them. Shorty ain't letting the babies.
Yeah, so
Oh,
he
he
got
let
him
the
deep in
babies.
it over there.
But
Yeah,
I just it just for me personally being like I used to hate when my mother came to my games
for
because
real.
yeah, or if she comes, she gotta sit somewhere where I don't know she's there. You understand what I mean?
Because you,
Because
but
I don't want to be thinking about I got a parent in the game. I want to be focused on what I'm doing. You understand what I mean? So I always felt uncomfortable having anybody from my family come and see me. It wasn't a thing where yeah, I just wanted to be because
so
I don't want to be looking in the stands like, where my you know what I mean? Nah. I want to be
you
focused
didn't
on
want
what
to
I'm
be
doing.
distracted.
Yeah. Like
You
for
didn't want
me.
them to be a distraction to you.
Yeah, for me.
Yeah. Like I
You know what I
always
mean?
wanted, yeah, I wanted support at my games and stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
nah, I didn't get that though. My my aunts and my grandmothers, they had to,
I
you know,
think that
they
depends on the individual.
Yeah, it depends on for me, yeah. But for me, that's just how because I'll be too distracted. Oh, yeah, my mom's or I want to prove that you understand what I mean?
That's you. I'd be mad as
that's
hell
me.
if LeBron was my motherfucking pops and that nigga didn't come to my games.
I ain't saying
I'm
he
mad at
don't need to come. I'm
I'm
just
mad
saying
at John and
don't need to
Junior.
be
I
don't
don't
be
give a fuck if that nigga was on the sidelines. That nigga be on the sidelines running up as I'm running up. Nigga, if that nigga's only do is he giving me an inspiration, he making me want to be great.
what you trying to do.
That's not gonna
Nah,
put me down. I ain't gonna feel no pressure. That's gonna be kind of.
me and Delon.
I think that's a good support system. That ain't nothing that's bad.
But what D Moore said what's up. But I never
So
seen
what's
the
good,
greatest athlete of anything seen their kids be just as great as them.
But then the times is
I never
different
seen
too.
it.
No disrespect. Back in the days, you didn't really know who kids because basketball players ain't have to deal with their kids. This is the new day and age when they got to deal with their kid, or you not say but yeah, because you know Dwayne Wade's situation where you really have to deal with your kids, where you have to take over and you have to be the parent, and you feel me? So it's just a different.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
That's
though.
all it is.
Didn't Magic Johnson have sons? Where's
Magic Johnson did have sons. His sons is just like Magic, ain't they? Boy got the quickest assist in the world. They keep showing that man with a trench in them glasses, man.
Nah, for real though, like.
But that's not Magic fault. That's not.
I've never seen the greatest athlete, like for real.
But this is what's crazy when you have a good environment.
Yeah.
Daddy, this one doesn't.
Did Magic ever say?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? But yeah, that's.
Yo, there's something else. There's something else current event wise, man, that we gotta research.
Malcolm X's daughter. Let's talk about that.
About her dying?
Yeah.
How did she die?
I don't know.
She got killed, nigga. Why you think she died? They probably gonna call it corona.
I don't
You think
know.
they killed her? Why did they kill her?
Why everybody real go in this crisis?
The grandson
holding
died.
on for life. He gone.
The grandson
Everybody
died.
been dying in this little fake pandemic.
Yeah, his grandson got killed in Cuba.
Yeah, his grandson did get killed in Cuba.
Yeah. But yeah, she was one of them ones. That daughter was one of them ones who wasn't, you know what I mean? She wasn't having that. Like she
was gonna keep that march going.
Yeah, that's wild.
They gonna kill me. I know they're gonna kill me if I ever get some, because I'm on front line.
What you gonna get for them to kill you?
What I'm gonna do with them for they kill me? I'm gonna kill because that's the fuck how I'm supposed to go.
I said, what you gonna get? Or what you gonna do for them to kill you?
Just be talking up for my motherfucking people. You know they want to hear that shit. They're gonna put you in a box.
Nah, it's more than talking.
You gotta have some power with that talk.
All right.
You gotta have power.
So you trying to tell me, good brother, that I ain't got no power?
No, I didn't say that.
Telling me I'm just lip.
I didn't say that.
Then I'm telling you they gonna kill me, nigga.
You want them to kill you? Why you want them to kill you?
How you want to die? I'd rather have a name like Malcolm X than a name like
what's up,
Lil Larry from around the corner. They ain't got no goddamn day for him.
Nigga, they ain't gotta kill me for me to have a name. I got a name right now.
You gotta go out. You like Blizz said, nigga. You gotta go out in a blaze of glory, nigga. If you want to ring on,
nigga. I don't want them niggas to kill me.
I want my children to know, like I stand for a purpose, and them niggas have to put my name, and they got to let that be known, like a Martin Luther King, that's why all they kids is tame. They want not saying it like that, but they try to tame all the kids because they don't want that power of the keep going on through generation and generation and generation. They want to kill that plant before it even get anywhere. So that's why I say, I'd be willing to go for a cause. I wouldn't mind if I go and my name is like a Malcolm X or Martin Luther King. That'd be a great life experience.
I wouldn't want to end up like none of them niggas.
I want to outsmart.
I want to end up like both of them niggas regardless. Ain't no other way.
Wow.
How? What else you gonna do? Fly and live forever? Because every nigga dies. What I'm saying. That's what y'all gonna do?
We gonna die regardless. That don't mean they gotta kill
Exactly.
us,
So
though.
y'all
Just
going
'cause
where they
we
gonna be
doing
regardless.
something. Yeah, but just because we doing something to leave a part, like I want to
No,
leave my
I'm saying
mark. I just don't want. I don't want to die by their hands. I'd rather outsmart them when they come for me. I'd rather be that dude. Oh yeah, them niggas came for Banger. Banger clapped them. You know what I'm saying? Banger got up out of there. They couldn't. You know what I'm saying? He wound up dying years later, older age with his grandkids. But at least them crackers didn't kill him. You feel me? Like why I gotta be assassinated by the white man to be
Who
somebody?
said because they was gonna get you a cracker was gonna kill you? Who the fuck a cracker ever killed that they had to take out?
It be your
You
own
see-
people.
You see, it be your cousin. You see, Pew Newton, Bobby, all these niggas. Who is it?
Nigga,
The
the
nigga
police
closest to
murdered.
you.
UEP
police
You
got
can
killed
say
killed
the
when he was
police put
buying
out the
that stuff on the
contract. The
corner, man.
police had the lip. They got your brother to do it for some shrimp, cake, and a Cadillac back in the
No, I
days,
heard
man.
Huey was
They
on that
murdered
stuff. He
Fred
stole money
Hampton
from
in his
somebody,
bag.
and that's what happened.
And who gave him the drugs? His man.
A word?
Yeah, his
What
man
drugs?
slipped him the drugs that had him in
Who
a
had
coma
drugs?
state.
Wow.
Fred Hampton was
Oh,
stuck
Fred,
in
you
a
talking
bed.
about friend? I thought you said Huey P.
No, Fred
Nah.
Hampton. They had
Fred
him stuck
Hampton,
in
yeah.
the bed.
Yeah.
When they raided the house, they didn't want him to get. They was trying to kill him. They was trying to have him stuck in the bed. So when they shoot, they had justification for doing it. But the man was so knocked out,
was numb,
he couldn't get up.
It wasn't his
Because-
man. It was the informant that gave it to him.
His man, the nigga that he done vouched for and put up and had him driving and running with his peoples. His man. A black face, just like with Malcolm X. A black face.
Who's ain't no blackface with Malcolm X.
This man
Oh,
bugging.
but it
B.
was a couple black faces.
This
with
nigga
Malcolm
bugging.
X,
They
Pop.
killed that man. They
Like
kicked him
3
whole.
people
They
Yeah, like 3
killed
people.
that nigga. They kicked him whole. What cracker you said was in there?
D-Mo
Please.
said he want a copy of The Love for the Game. Where's his copy at?
His love for the game copy.
The love for the game.
Yo, my man Dave the man texted me a picture the other day of the love for the game.
Who?
Dave.
Oh, word?
Dave. I might remaster the love for the game because I was young, so a lot of those bars I ain't get to say like I was supposed to say.
Oh, word?
Some of them.
Is it streaming nowhere?
He said it ain't streaming nowhere on
Of course it's streaming, nigga. He could have looked that up on Apple right now, Spotify, any way he wanted to do. Nigga, I'm solidified. Don't try to do that to me. You want to turn this into a sales program? You can catch The Landlord, The Love for the Game, Fuck the Business, Let's Just Rap, and Band Reloaded all on Spotify, Apple Music, Google, and whatever digital platform you chose to go on and get it from.
Word.
Go get that right now.
Make sure you go get that right now, immediately.
Ben be saying some of the funniest shit bars I've ever heard. He said, most of your hoes like Brenda. I don't want to fall out on the floor.
Most of these hoes like Brenda. I got a slick
Why
mouth,
does
man.
Ben say
Where
me
you
most
grew
of your
up,
hoes
man?
like Brenda?
Where you grew up? Most of these hoes like Brenda, man. They ain't got no brain.
Oh my
They don't know
god,
where the hell they going.
this nigga ain't right.
I want to meet the female ambassador who's holding down all this shit for saying, yeah, I'm the one who's grooming these women. I want to meet her.
Damn, I'm twisted.
Yeah, I had a couple slick slogans.
Oh yeah, but yeah, that Colin Kaepernick, that was a very well put together joint, man. I
Yeah,
love
I
to put something
appreciate
like
it,
that for. I
but I
want to put
still
something like
wanna-
that for A, man. I don't want to tell A story.
But I still want to know what's his take on did the racism start in his household? Did he feel? Because you see how even when he was getting up Sunday and they was going, how's that arm? How's that arm? How's that arm? He started to feel like, yo, my nigga, like, you just as bad as these other niggas, man.
Yeah.
Like, where did he really feel about his mother and father? They like, and then to quit. So his
I already knew it, man. I knew it the first time. I said, this nigga don't like, right? It's because when they did that story, how the mother left him and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, damn, I never knew he was adopted.
He was adopted as a baby.
Yeah. I was like, damn, the mother just looked at it. So he always felt like he wasn't wanted.
Yo,
So
I
that's
think
why he did that whole. I think that's why he really, you know what I mean?
I
Did
think
all
he
that
was the
shit.
one.
But
I
then
think he was the one. I think he
But
was the one that was supposed to expose them, man. You know
they
what I'm
say
saying? Like,
how fathers leave child. I was that nigga I found that I hung my mother, man. Right in the tree. You put me in slavery
who
from
is his
day
father
one.
though? That's what I want to know. Who's the father? Who's his father?
I don't know. I don't know his mother.
It's a nigga right there, probably homeless and don't even know that
Yeah,
man.
right. And that's what the shame be.
You know
that
what I mean?
nigga ain't homeless. That nigga work
just
at
saying,
AT&T somewhere. That nigga
Yeah,
got a pension and everything. Probably got a whole other
That nigga,
family.
he ain't gonna never say nothing because he know he say something. You like niggas gonna look at you. You gonna get hung. You gonna get rocked to death.
yeah, that's crazy. You don't know who is. Imagine you don't know if that's your son. You know what I mean? You probably met the joint one night.
I
Blah,
don't
blah.
want. I don't want to know if that's my son, especially if I ain't play a part and I ain't partaking what was supposed to be partaked in, and he had that type of situation. At least at
But
the
for
end, I
him
can
though,
say
he
she
probably
ain't
need
tell
that.
me.
He probably need that to know where he come from. You know what I mean?
You can
He
need to know
He
where
may
you
know.
come from.
He
I may
probably
need to know
know him
where you
already.
come from.
I don't think he know. I don't think
I
he know.
think he know. He just ain't told us.
Think so?
Think
I don't
about
think
it.
he know.
Yeah.
Y'all thinking he know where he come from? He
Yeah, I
got to
don't-
know where he come from. The hospital had directions.
I think he, by all
He
this
don't.
time,
No, he don't
especially with
know.
him
Cause
doing his
listen,
activism and everything, I think he found out where his
nah.
dad is.
But
The
what
mother
is he doing this time?
probably had a one night stand with a dude. That's
Y'all
probably
niggas
why
is
she gave it.
whack,
That's
man.
probably why she gave the joint up.
Oh.
The baby?
Yeah.
No,
But
nigga,
think
he was
about where
born
he
in
was at. He was
77, man.
born in Wisconsin.
That
But
was
still,
last
He was in
dance for the
Wisconsin though,
Yayo.
nigga.
His
Yeah.
mom probably left him outside for a line. That's them times,
You
man.
don't know why?
That was the
It
beginning.
don't make no
Nah, that
sense.
was
That's our age
Wisconsin.
group. We know what happened during our age
He
group.
was born in Wisconsin
Nigga, we
though,
was
my nigga.
outside. You know how they be like, yo, I'm outside at 5 years old. I look at my son, this nigga 4 years old. I be like, yo, hold up, five years old.
probably.
I was
So what
already
you gonna
outside.
do?
Like, well, hold up. Who was around me? Where was my parental guidance? Like, I was outside at that age. So it was a different time. So imagine you being out and you not knowing about yourself and you just figuring shit out. You're gonna feel abandoned at all points. But then it's like you've been given to the slaves. I mean the slave masters.
Yeah.
That's how he presented it, I thought, to me.
But
Because
I just disagree with some of the beginning because it's with the football they have to do that. They got
what you
money
mean?
invest. It's white people, you know what I mean? They do that to the white players too. So,
Pop,
but the way they
said
did
he
it, it was like I was like,
you
oh
said that
shit, damn.
They do what to the
I was
white
gonna
player?
say you just
They way they measure everybody. You got to jump. It's everybody.
No, but
White
him not saying.
quarterbacks.
You
But
saying,
I
yeah, they
understand
do
what
it
he
to
was
the
doing, but
white
it
people.
just
He's saying it don't matter if we doing it to the white too. The whole thing is the white people that equal up to y'all are anomalies. They're not normal whites.
yeah, they own the team, nigga.
No, the niggas that make the own the team is not out there doing all of that during combine. Your whole point was the exercises, how they stretch and checking to see how long the arms is and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now
Yeah, because you want the best players at certain
But
positions.
even when they doing that with the white players that you're saying they doing that with, the white players are fitting the same physique as these black players that you're talking about. It ain't like these white players is little. So they're monsters too. They just happen to be white.
But hold up. But yo, Pop,
Mm-hmm.
what you talk about, I believe what he was talking about is what I had said earlier about that system. That's what he revealed. He revealed their system. And he's basically saying this structure has been adapted from the beginning. And I identified, not like me being there, but I agree with him as far as like the Columbine and then how they used to do the slaves. It made sense. That makes sense to me. Like, all right, have you ever read the ISIS theory by Francis C. Wilson?
No.
Hold on.
What is it
Hold
called?
up.
The ISIS theory?
Yeah,
The ISIS papers.
Look niggas
The
knocking
ISIS
at his
papers.
door.
You said they
Hold
knocking
up.
at his door.
At his door. Niggas getting too deep.
Hold up. Hold up. I gotta I thought I had it in my bookcase, yo. But look,
Oh,
the ISIS papers, right? With
I
Dr. Oh, here it goes. Yeah, here it goes. All right. So check it. So like so in her book, right? Like so she break down, she talk about a lot of things, but she talk about like the sports. She talk about the sports
mm-hmm,
and the different symbolism that they have
mm-hmm.
as far as white supremacy and their whole mentality, like how during slavery, like you know that they were like obsessed with our melanin,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you know they used to castrate us, the black males, they used to castrate us, right? And that's where they thought that our melanin, our strength, everything came from,
Mm.
basically. But but you all right, so with basketball, you have like the net is like the white woman's womb, and the ball, the black ball, that's the black man. Golf, the earth. The earth is the black woman, but the white ball, that's the white man. Like, all right, and going into the earth, right? Football, you got the two the
The
upright,
goalpost, yeah, yeah.
yeah, white woman's legs with the phallus going through the middle, the pigskin, the brown pigskin.
Mm.
Like all of that, like psycho, like it's different symbolisms and things that she broke down from their ideology of white supremacy.
So you saying that
And
she's saying that they came up with this on purpose? Is what she's saying?
all right, so not just purposely, but like the symbolism,
Mm-hmm.
the symbolism of it, basically, like where it all derived from. Yeah, like the reasons for certain things that they do. You know what I mean? This has all been from from back from back then,
Yeah,
basically.
I
But as
understand.
far as
I do understand what I mean, but I mean when
it's
you,
deeper than
that's
that.
just part of it's just part of
It's
the
deep.
sports. I didn't think they really came up and be like, you know what, I wanted because it just don't. I understand what she's saying. You breaking it down like that, you'd be like, wow. But I don't think it
Yeah, but
was intended
like
that way.
chapter yeah, like chapter 10, ball games and symbols,
Mm-hmm.
the war of the balls, August 1976.
Mm-hmm.
This chapter is dedicated to all the black men who, through sports and through ball games in particular, symbolically are recapturing the balls, for that is also a part of the struggle. They are forcing the oppressors of black people up against the psychological wall and thereby heightening the contradiction. And then she just
But
goes
but
deeper
but I
into
don't.
it.
I mean, yeah. Some people write some of these books, but when you think about sports, right? Where the most of these games came from
Right.
was from uh
The
what's that?
Romans. The
Romans, yeah.
Romans, yeah, yeah,
You
they
understand?
invented
That's
that.
where
Yeah.
some of these
Them
sports came
niggas
from.
was, yeah, all
Some,
them niggas was savages. Them niggas was gay and all types of
yeah,
craziness.
yeah.
Like,
That's where all that
yeah,
shit came.
all of that. Yeah, all of that. All of that, all the savagery and everything, um, like all came from their European ways, basically. And that Roman Empire structure, basically.
Yeah. Wow, that's an interesting book.
Oh, okay. So look, specific ball game, close examination of specific phenomena in ball games that are popular in the white supremacy culture will support the preceding discussion. In the game of billiards or pool, there are 8 colored balls, a white ball, and a long dark stick placed on the
Stop,
table.
man. Stop, man. This nigga
The
can't.
object The object is of the game is to use the long stick and causing a white ball to knock all the colored balls under the table. The last colored ball knocked under the table is the black ball. When the game is over, the white ball is the only ball that remains on
Yeah.
top of the table with the long dark stick. Then the game starts again. Bowling is also an interesting ball game in the white supremacy culture.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, this game is played with a large black ball, being rolled forcibly down an alley where it's expected to knock down 10 white pins. The central pin is referred to as the kingpin. Like, yeah, so that's just
So
like an example.
how's the bowling? How's the bowling in a negative way? If we knocking them off the table,
I mean,
so I understand what she's trying to. Yeah,
all
certain
right,
things with
clearly the
that
bowling
game,
pins are
that pool
white.
joint though, that
Clearly
pool joint is real.
clearly the bowling pins are white and in shape are phallic symbols. In
That's
other
not it.
words,
That's not
the
it.
pin.
You hit
Hold
all
up.
the mother. Let me tell you what it is. Banger there.
Okay,
Can I
go
say
ahead,
one
go
thing?
ahead, go
You
ahead.
hit all the motherfucking pins. You got to strike. That's the motherfucking lesson. That's the lesson. Hit the motherfucking pins, nigga. Strike one.
Yo, he said that. Yo,
Yo, so look, what it says. Oh,
he
all right.
said that's the
In
strike.
other words, the pins are white phallic symbols that are knocked asunder by a heavy black ball over which the bowler attempts to gain mastery. In symbolic fantasy, the bowler sees himself as master and possessor of the larger black ball and thereby in control of the harm it could bring to the white male genital apparatus.
Oh,
Bowling was introduced to America by Dutch colonists in the 18th century. It is a derivative of the French game guilds that was brought to England in the 19th century and later to Germany. Games that consist of throwing balls of various sizes date back to ancient Rome and Greece.
mm-hmm.
Early cultures that had extensive contact with black men in Africa. A modern French derivative of that ancient game is Jean de Boulet. The French pay Boulet. The French play Boulet with what has been described as a mild fanaticism. It is well to recall that a considerable period of French history was spent controlling black and brown men in Africa and Asia.
Oh, they coming to get you. He could read too. Oh man, they come, Mega, you. They come, you
Hey yo,
That
yo,
nigga
who
know
that?
how to read the
they
comprehend.
coming to get you.
Murder death.
That's some deep
Yo,
shit though. That's a deep
what
book.
y'all think about that new shit, right? This new shit that's going on, the new mayor, right? Where they're talking about, I guess, because students are, failing in their grades and they're losing their confidence or whatever. So now he's about to say screw testing and grades all together.
Who said that? Eric Adams.
The new mayor, they're about to try to see if that's going to be like the new legislation. Like they're trying to push a new act where children don't even have to pass tests or qualify for things really anymore. Kind of, the push every child, every just an extreme version of that. Like we playing
Yeah,
that
like
with
how
every.
yeah, like all that sounds like to me is that they dumbing down the school system more than ever. That's what that sounds like to me.
Nigga only taught you one. Now they gonna teach you half of what they're gonna have you as smart as the YouTube penny.
Oh shit.
Yo, ask D Moore how he feel about that, Papo. Give him a second since you moving around. Ask him how he feel about that subject.
Which one? The Colin Kaepernick?
Not only the Colin Kaepernick, how they talking about there about the erase basically how children, their grades and the test scores, they're just about to just pass them on sheer ability.
Here he is. Hold on. That's you said your thought. Your thought. On what? Go ahead. Ask the question.
What's going on, good brother? How you doing, man? Long
Man,
time
what's
no
good?
see.
Yeah, same here, brother.
Inspired by what like Broke Black Critics. You was one of the first brothers to start this type of platform anyway. And y'all was a little bit more deep into what y'all was doing on y'all platform. We here, just discussing matters that we go through. The question being, I'm sorry, I'm listening to some other shit now. The question being, answering the question, D-Bang, I'm sorry. Let me hold it.
All right, so basically, the new mayor of New York, Eric Adams, he's trying to implement a new system for the schools where they're not going to have any tests for the kids. The kids are just going to be passed on like they're all on the same level kind of thing. No more tests and no more grading. Apparently, that's what they're trying to
That's the new
decide.
narrative that they're trying to push for New
Well,
York City schools.
well, in some instances, you know, like back in the day, it was like that. You know what I'm saying? And the way that they how can I say, evaluated, you know, students after a certain period of time was like through an interview process. You know what I'm saying? It's more about understanding and perspective on situations more so than grading tests or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure y'all familiar with the abracadabra type theory. Like, you know, a lot of kids don't study, don't do this, that, and the third, and do the abracadabra all up and down the sheet and end up passing anyway. So it all depends on the energy and the seriousness of whatever system that the children are in. Now, I can't just say it's like, you know, I'm not going to just down it or whatever, but it has worked in the past. And that's after a certain time, like after a certain period of time, like kids be like 12, 13, 14, they just straight up pick up a trade, you know what I'm saying, start counting money through the barter system, stuff like that, like doing exercises and whatnot. So it has worked in the past. I can't pinpoint and give you no like no facts or resources right now, but I know about it, you know what I'm saying, being successful. Now, and to be brutally honest, in like today's day and time, if the mission is to just go through the motions, then it ain't gonna work. But if it's gonna be like a progressive type situation where, you know, eventually they pick a trade, they pick a focus, and then, you know, learn through trial and error, then yeah, maybe it'll work.
Wow.
Yeah, that's interesting that you gave that perspective right there, because I didn't even know that was like an older system or something that was done in the past. So it may be because I initially had said that it was like another part of them watering down the system. But just learning that from you, maybe
That was
it's
informative.
yeah, maybe this is a version of going back to our old ways.
Yeah.
No, but I never thought about, I never knew that. So I never thought about it like that, like him saying actually, so it would go into a comprehension. If you were able to actually comprehend what was going on, to see if you can go on to the next stages on just as far as you writing down, like he's saying, that you can cheat and get away with anything if you use the right format, and it still doesn't tell us a fair assumption on where you're at. So I understand it. It makes sense to me now. To me, I thought it was just a fuck that. We ain't paying attention to this. Pass them on. Send them to the next
Yeah, that's
grade.
what
I
I
don't
was
give
thinking.
a fuck.
And then too, you got to think about like a lot of successful successful black people that I know. You know, they didn't finish school, they didn't finish high school, and they own properties, they own land, and, you know, farms and things like that. So, like I said, if it's concentration based on, you know what I'm saying, something specific, it could be very productive, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I come from the South, I'm from the country, so, you know, I just seen it happen with a lot of people. You know, they tell you they can read and stuff like that. The whole time, you know, they farmers
I
and know
apologize.
how soil work, and, you know what I'm saying, what crops to grow, what crops not to grow, and even on down to you know, being carpenters and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean, it could work, but like I said, it's all about the system itself.
We appreciate you, bro. How was your day going?
Oh man, pretty good, man. I was on the road, man. You know what I'm saying? Just came up to the DC area, you know. So
What you working on nowadays? And for y'all that don't know, he was one of the directors for around here, and he helped them for various other videos. I can't pick him off. He would know him better than me offhand. That's my man D Moore. So what you doing right now? Because I know you staying productive, bro.
well, yeah, I mean, right now I'm in the mental health field, man. I haven't really had my hands on no you know what I'm saying, production and whatnot, little small stuff here and there. You know what I'm saying, for like businesses and like little local town commercials and like church and stuff like that. But, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to get back in the mix. That's why, you know, I always got to link up with Pop when I come up here.
You in the mix. We are Be Your Own Therapist, and you're in the health field.
Yeah, mental
You ain't,
health.
it ain't no miscommunication. It's all when we look down, it all boils down to the same situation. It comes down to the mental health, your situation, your background, your upbringing, and your foundation. So you ain't just to go on to what you're doing right now, brother. It ain't like you out the loop. You definitely in the loop. You just one of the foot soldiers that's actually in the mix right now doing it.
Yeah. Like I'm in a mental hospital right now. I'm on the criminal side. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with NGRI type situations and people like that. So, you know what I mean. But
What's what's the NGIR, bro? What's that?
NGRI is not guilty by reason of insanity. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
a lot of people that get
Okay.
charges and whatnot, they come through the system, and we gotta take care of people like that until they, cases get, solved, thrown out, whatever the case may be. They
All right. So
in our facility.
I'm sorry about that.
they've all been deemed not able to stand trial.
They all been
due
found
to them.
basically.
Well, not all of them. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, if you get a charge, then 9 times out of 10 you'll end up in a facility like a state hospital or whatever. So
people try to commit suicide. And they send them
Oh, so basically, yeah, this is after they already been all through the whole process where they come to do. They're already. So have you found any niggas or any people that's trying to buck the system and play crazy in
Man,
there?
listen, Lord, let me. I don't know. Let me put it like this: a lot of them are advised to act certain ways and to do certain things to stay up out that bank. Man, I'm telling you.
Say no more. So I'm walking around with the camp sometimes.
I'm of the opinion that has happened. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the system.
Clinically, they
Yeah,
insane.
right.
But I'm walking around with niggas that's arguing about common sense all day.
Exactly.
But clinically insane. I got you.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's interesting that land and this specific part of the system, because you see a lot, and we talk about race and politics and all that good stuff, but actually being in there, you see it firsthand. Like, some people get treated like this, some people get treated like that, and you know what I mean, it's very a humbling experience as well too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why I've been there for like the past few years, man. And I mean, you can only imagine how it is though.
Did that change how you actually interact with the patients?
No,
because I assume at first you might go in there and you might be a little hostile because you thinking crazy. I don't want nobody bugging. I don't know what might happen.
Yeah.
So you initially thinking, and then you find out like, oh, it ain't crazy. It might be special ed too, but he ain't crazy.
Well, it's interesting that you say that because in the beginning, I was like on guard all the time, like not letting people walk behind me, stuff like that. Because I mean, it's like open space. You know what I'm saying? Somebody want to pop on you, they're gonna pop on you. So, but over time, you know what I'm saying? Like I learned that they people just like we talking. I talk to them like that. You know what I'm saying? And some people have a more how can I say this? Some people are more mentally disturbed than others. Most of them, you know what I'm saying, situations happen. They got history. They got, you know what I'm saying, they've been traumatized, stuff like that. So you can understand why they're in there. But one thing I don't do, I'll say this: very rarely do I look at somebody's charges. And the reason being is that, you know what I'm saying, when you end up in a place like that, you got people who, you know what I'm saying, rape people or, you know what I'm saying, rape children or, murdered parents, stuff like that. And the reason why I don't really check charges is because, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to look at somebody differently before you even meet them, before you sit down and have a conversation with them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them end up on the news. Like, imagine sitting up in the day room and everybody sitting up in the day room watching TV, and one of the guys end up on the news and they just talking about the situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's
I'm
like
that CEO. You can slide a nice pack of cookies and Newports. I'm looking the other way. Hand on.
You what was your degree of study? Your major degree of study for you to get into that field, bro? To be doing that now.
Well, no, my degree is actually in I got a business degree with a concentration in marketing from Norfolk State. So you know what I'm saying, like this not really my field perhaps, but per se. But when I moved back to Virginia, you know what I'm saying, to be closer to some of my elderly family members, that's just something I picked up. Somebody said, you might fit in you know, you might fit in this
Feel.
this field right here. You know what I'm saying? Thank you.
Mhm.
Because of, you know what I'm saying, how they see me deal with, like, you know, the Baltimore situation. I always work with kids in Atlanta, Baltimore, stuff like
Okay.
that. So, you know what I
All
mean?
right. So you've always
Yeah, I didn't expect to
Already
be
been
with
a
adults,
community
but
leader.
it's just something I just picked up and stuck with it for a while.
You always been a
all
community
right.
leader.
So now that you've been there for a while, and you're doing it, like, do you see you doing anything more extensive with mental health, or is it just like a seasonal thing right now for you, or have you learned any, like,
Are you
since it
going
wasn't
back to
something that
school for anything?
Well,
since it was
I will say this, like, they have a lot of programs that I've looked into, as far as like getting associate's degrees, and like you can actually get trained, get a lot of certifications and trainings during your tenure there. So I mean, I've been thinking about, you know, entertaining a few of those, like, programs. But honestly, you know, I'm more media. To be brutally honest, I'm more media, more like IT, like like online marketing, stuff like that. That's more my passion, perhaps. But like right now, I ain't gonna lie, like COVID kind of like put me at a standstill when it came to, I'll tell you, like, the stuff I was doing before I actually got into this field. So, you know what I'm saying? I do see it, but then again, I ain't really putting no effort into, you know, expanding or trying to, like, because I know people who have, like, group homes is real big. It's a real big business, group homes. So when the guys get released, they send them to a group home. They stay there for like 2 or 3 months, let them get their money up, give them a job, boom, 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 and they, you know, move them out. So
What's the
that's
qualifications for you to actually get a group home out
that
there?
I don't know, but I will say this: I don't know the qualifications, but you know, it all comes down to licensing and certifications.
That's
Stuff
what I
like
was about to say. Like, are
that.
you in the right field for, in the right steps to almost being at that point where you can say, I'm trying to establish my own group home on the side?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I'm in the right place. I'm in the right circle, because I know a lot of therapists, social workers that are there. I know in particularly one person, one individual. He was doing security and he left, and 2 years later he owned his own group home. And then a couple of people was telling me, like, yeah, you know, the patient that just left, he going to so and so's group home. I'm like, man, so he got it up and running. It's legit. And he made those connections and partnerships with the institution that I'm in with them. So it seemed like it's a quick and easy. I ain't gonna say easy, but it seemed like
It's
a quick.
definitely a growth process. You can definitely grow there.
And it's
I
not
understand.
it's not time consuming to actually, you know what I'm saying, get something like that up and running.
Okay.
And mental health is booming, man. I'm telling you, mental health is booming. And I did not see this coming. Like, you know, we worked together about what, 10 years ago, 12, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, just think
I'm
about
just
that.
saying, yeah. I remember the what was it, Papo? I don't want to. It was the blue Nike where we went at Atlanta.
Yo. I gotta tell this story right here, right? While I'm on your platform, I gotta tell this story, man. So check it. Look, man, Banger. Let me talk to you, Banger. So listen, man, and you know what I'm saying? These guys really, like, you know, always thought that New York cats was funny, but then when they start laughing at you, it don't feel good. So check it, man. We was in Raleigh, Orlando.
We was in Raleigh, I think, going to Atlanta, but we got in Atlanta by the time we did that. We was already in Atlanta.
We was in Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Check it, man. So we go to so my man Pop was like, yo, we're gonna rock with Lil Kim in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? So weekend, right? I'm like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I gotta get some sneakers. I gotta be fly out that joint, right? And that's I had the domino fitted, the all black domino fit. I got the picture somewhere. Man, so LeBron had dropped some with the Encores, the blue Encores. I only seen 2 people with them. I think it was DJ Khaled and somebody else. I'm like, oh man, it's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna be the only one with these joints on, man. Yo, cop the joints off eBay for like what, $350? I paid like $350 or $400.
Then you got a nice tag, yeah.
Yo, I know these sneakers I paid the most money for in my life, bro.
Word.
Get down to Atlanta, get in the room. Somebody was complaining about their haircut. Somebody took like what, $2 off? Was that what's your man
That's
name?
what I was saying. Yeah, take $2 off the top.
Oh man, yo! And then somehow it got to me like, what your man got on these bright blue shoes on? I was like,
That's not how it happened. That's not how it happened. You know how everybody be unpacking? And how you be
Yeah.
unpacking once you get to somewhere, everybody get to the room, you start unpacking. Somehow, you know, he highlighted the sneakers. Somehow he put these shits on the table where the TV is. So as soon as you walk in, and
they was
both
right
of
there.
them, you know how Harlem niggas is when you highlight something, they pay attention.
Son,
Niggas like you. So it wasn't even the sneakers, they just was big. They go, yo, what big ass sneakers?
Hey, yo.
oh man,
Hey, yo,
But
I
I
can
was-
imagine.
He put the
With them
shits up there with the
practical jokes
TV,
is-
like, yeah, my shit's too cool for the ground. Y'all niggas put y'all's down there. I got my
Hey,
shits
yo.
on the desk.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
they was
niggas just
front
happen
line
to
and
look on the
center.
desk. Niggas nice, look on the desk. Yo, who put their shoes up there? Like,
but man, yo,
just looking like a centerpiece. You know how niggas just, oh, you come in the room, there they are.
Yeah.
but yeah, they was killing me the whole night, man, and I was like,
Yeah,
man,
I can
I was
imagine.
kind of sick. I was kind of sick. I'm like, man, I paid $400 for these. Like, what's up?
And that's when he learned in Harlem. It don't matter if you pay $500 for them shits, niggas on the
Word.
string roots. It's gonna go
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
They
They
don't
gonna
be
snap. That's a fact. Yo, that was like one time we was in the studio and Great was in there with us. It was me, you, Great,
Oh,
Bugs.
man.
I don't know whose sneakers they were.
You know
But
who
I
they
know
was. You just don't want to say it. That's
I
another
don't
story
remember.
connected. Yes, you do. It's another story connected to what he said. Because it's somebody who
Oh.
came down from Raleigh. This time they came from Raleigh to New York, and them niggas is in the studio producing. And y'all know my nigga Eater Great, man. If y'all know who Eater Great, who you with? The
Yeah.
man seen the producer's shoes, and it turned into the shoes. They were like, we probably laughed about them shoes for about an hour. That nigga
Yeah, that
got
was
so
bananas.
mad. That nigga threw on the hottest beat I ever heard in my life. Niggas look like that's a comeback. Now that's a comeback. That nigga threw on the illest beat, and niggas start putting the mic on the shoes and all that. Niggas start bugging out beat.
Yeah.
You with Eater Great, you gonna have an experience, man. That nigga, who you with, he crazy, man. You can't ride no bike through Harlem with that nigga. You gonna stop on every fucking block in Harlem with Eater Great, man. Every block,
that's when
every ad.
That's when I learned about Harlem snapping, bro. Like that's when I learned about them niggas snapping and all of that. Like, and if you ain't, man, you better be with all the laughter, because otherwise you just gonna be mad.
Nigga wouldn't
Them
say,
niggas
yo,
will keep going.
you ugly. He gonna tell you, yo, it looked like you took a whole packs, a lemonade packs. B, put them shits in your mouth overnight. Woke up, nigga.
Oh man, yo,
They're gonna be crazy, man. For real. I appreciate you, D, man.
Yeah,
I
it's a
just
pleasure
wanted to
being
see
a
how you
platform,
was
man.
going, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, dog. Good to see you, man. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, I do need that copy, man. I'm gonna make sure I look up the joint on the platforms you mentioned.
Yeah, you definitely can still get that since you was putting me on a spot like that. They definitely available on all platforms still. I ain't stopped my drilling. I just, I'm a silent killer now. I put them out and let them be known. I let them build up.
Word. All right, he go Pablo, man. Y'all be easy, man.
Appreciate you, bro. Have a good one.
Yo, y'all niggas killing me over here.
What happened? Nah,
The
you
funniest
remember
shit.
that day.
I was thinking about the funniest shit I've ever heard. I was at Nelson House, right?
Uh-huh.
So it was a nigga there. These niggas, that's all they do. It was a nigga there that had some boots on. They was like shoe boots almost. So, yo.
Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all a story, right?
Nah, the
Go ahead,
niggas
finish.
go, yo, what the fuck are those boots?
Yo, we all been racial profile
Nigga
before,
said
right or wrong?
Boots. Nigga had
We all
schmoots
been
on.
racial profile before, right?
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
do we do it to our own people? I'm gonna tell the truth.
Hell yeah, we do.
Now,
Yeah.
what's this? I'm coming from work. At this time, I'm working at Central Park, and I'm mad. I'm the porter. I gotta do inventory for every fucking car, the parking lot, and all that. Now I'm coming home. It's like 4 in the morning, right? I'm on the D train. Yo, I'm listening to Trick Daddy. Dogs R Us. I already know the CD and all that. I got it in my Discman. Look, I'm not 45th, you know, I'm 45th. This stop. This is my home, so I ain't, you know, I'm not really paying nothing attention. Yo, this nigga come on the train. When I say face fucking, this nigga is face fucking death. He is, yo, the hardest nigga in the world. So I'm looking in this nigga in his face, and I'm just thinking, yo, why tonight? This nigga really, he posing this gangster shit, right?
Mhm.
Yo, something say in my brain, yo, Bam, look down. Yo, everything was gangster. I mean, like fatigue. Everything was gangster. The jeans. I looked down. He had on penny loafers with a penny in it. Yo, I
Hey,
didn't
yo.
fucking die. Yo, I had
Hey,
to.
yo.
Yo, I was. Yo, that was the most. That was the only time in
Penny
life I
loafers
wish
with the
somebody was.
penny?
Yo, listen. He became this. He went from the toughest nigga, from seeing me laugh, to the softest nigga in the world. Yo, I
Hey,
looked
yo.
at. Yo, my nigga. I'm sitting here. He's sitting like across from me, like I could see you, right on the train, right. I'm peeking as the nigga sit down because I tell you this nigga, so I'm evaluating. I'm when you face fucking. I'm gonna face fuck you back, but I'm gonna evaluate. I'm not really. I'm looking at you like you're a clown. And I look down at the shoes, and he can see my expression, so I can't see it.
Yeah.
And I bust out laughing. That nigga deflate like a all that tough shit like a seep out of nigga body. You see the shoes. You see
For
the shoes.
real. That's
Yo,
the
my
one
nigga.
thing. Yeah.
Yo, my nigga. I kept laughing. I keep peeking down. Now I'm listening to the music, and the music just keep telling me, yo, like, yo, Bam, peek. Every time I peek, I laugh. It gets to the point, my nigga. I get up, go all the way to the other side of the train, right? I'm sitting down on the other side of the train. I'm listening to the music, my nigga. One last time, the voice in my head say peak. Yo, I start dying. The whole train start dying. Yo, that nigga got off the next stop. Yo, I
Wow.
felt so
Nah,
bad.
the whole train started laughing.
Because they looking at me through the
His
whole
shoes.
course of time. First I laugh, then I'm laughing. Then I get up, I'm laughing. I'm on the other side of the train laughing. Then I'm looking this way laughing. And you see a nigga go, and then start dying again. As soon as I peeked, it's like the shoes. This shit was, you know how the train is. It's one side, the other side of the train. Them shoes was right in my bit. Yo, I must have the best vision in the world.
The nigga
As soon
had
as I
10
speak,
loafers.
as soon as I turn, the shoes was there like doo doo. Like they looking at me. Yo, I couldn't fucking.
How long
stop.
ago was this?
Yo, that shit was
Yes.
before I had my son, my second son. Yo, that shit was a minute. Yo, that
This
shit
was in
had me-
2000s?
Hell man, that shit was what I said like 18 years ago. Yeah, it was in
Oh,
2000s though.
But still, that's why I want to know. Because
Yo, I was
penny
fucking
loafers
dying.
with the penny in it?
Yo,
Come
with
on,
the
fam.
pen, and they was burgundy.
Come on, fam.
He had on an army fatigue
The
coat
nigga
with
came
burgundy
outside.
penny loafers with a penny in them.
But you
And
know
then
what though?
The whole
probably was
jeans was
locked up.
baggy, but they did not like. He had to have the shoes.
He
tucked
probably
to the
just
sides.
came home, and
'Cause-
he probably just came home. He probably got locked up
Nah.
at 72.
I told you it's
Just-
4:00 in the morning. I'm on a D train coming home.
Yeah, he just
I done
he
seen
just
a
got
lot
let
of
out of
niggas
bookings.
just coming. Listen, when I'm taking
They
that
gave
just got
him
out.
them penny loafers.
when
They
I
just
gave
take
got
him
out.
those to come home
no,
in.
they don't give you penny loafers. They give you the Jodeci hardback boots. I done seen them a couple times.
Yo,
You done seen a nigga come home with a pair of denims and the Jodeci. Yo, fam, what happened to your sneakers in the joint, man? Yeah, I gave my joints to the nigga when I was going home. That ain't the story the nigga told me last night.
yeah.
You gave your joints up over some quarter waters and the cookies, nigga.
Yeah, I'm no. You can have the dirtiest jeans on if you got some nice sneakers. That's all it is, man.
They say
Niggas
that
said
females look at your foot.
all
Females look at your footwear and
all
your
day,
fingernails.
all day. Yup. Like
Your
what sneakers
fingernails
nigga
and your
got on?
footwear. Yeah.
That shit is crazy. But yo, that shit had me laughing. That nigga said, "Yo, this nigga got schmoots on, fucking shoe boots."
Oh,
Yo,
that's
that's the
crazy.
funniest shit I've ever heard.
That's
Said the
crazy.
nigga had schmoots.
Yo, so what's good for the night, Pop?
I don't know, man. And shit, what's today? Saturday? Damn. I'm about to probably hit the bar, get something to
Oh,
drink,
all
and I'm back. Yeah,
That's your plans for the night?
yeah, man. I'm taking it cool.
Ain't no fights on?
Nah.
You had your Pat Porter today?
Yeah, early.
Early. How your life been feeling now that you've been having those in your
Yeah,
system?
it actually feel good, man. I put some sea moss in it.
You put the sea moss in it?
Yeah.
Oh, you
I gotta get up with that.
You looking for nastiness.
Put the sea
I
moss.
might fuck up that Pat Porter. I don't know about no sea moss.
Nah, that shit it's good.
That's an acquired taste, brother. You got to really feel for that. So how we looking, man? What y'all niggas about to get into, man? How your team looking this week, Papa? Because
I'm whack.
last
I'm
time I
falling at
looked,
the
you
bottom
was-
of my nigga. All my niggas are injured.
I heard the story before.
All my niggas is injured.
Banger, you about to get off the critical list this week? You going to work this week?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna get cleared for work on Tuesday. So I'll be at work. I'll be back to work hopefully by Wednesday.
You took that
I'll be
other
back to
corona? You took a
You said
corona
what?
test? You took another corona test?
Nah, you don't. Once you test positive for COVID, you don't take another test for like 30 days because it's in your system.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so what the fuck is we saying? After 10 days is dormant?
After 10 days, it's worked through your system allegedly, and you good. You can't
Yeah.
pass it to anyone, and you can't get it again.
Oh, it's not. And you
That shit
can't
don't make
pass
no
a lie.
sense.
You gonna get that shit as many times as you walk through a corona spot.
Yeah, I ain't getting it no more though.
No,
You don't know how you got it the first
I
time.
don't know.
I do know how I got it. I got it from work or I got it from my girl, one or the other.
One of my homies told me his kid got tested for COVID. She might have got it from the school bus.
Wow.
So yeah, all
From
of them,
the
the whole house had to get tested. So he said he waiting. He was supposed to go to the game, but now he can't go because he got to wait for that test to come back.
Oh, word. You had to have a vaccine to go to the game anyway, right? What
I
game?
don't think so. I don't think so.
NBA
He not
game?
nah, he in Maryland.
Nah,
They ain't
football.
falling. They not
He
falling.
going to the Dallas Redskins game.
They not behind this New York bullshit. That's only for New York and
it's only-
California.
only New York and Cali. You got to be
I don't
vaccinated.
even know if it's
to
in
go to
Cali
sporting
yet, but I
events.
know Cali is starting to implement it, but I don't think it's in Cali like that.
Nah, you don't got to be vaccinated to go to the game, do you? Or you just got to test? You got to
Yes,
have.
you do gotta be, nigga. We talking about New York. Don't talk about your shit.
Nah.
You don't have to be vaccinated in New York. How the fuck you telling
For
us
real?
no? And Kyrie Irving, what you think he's sitting on the bench for? Because his ass ain't get vaccinated, and he in New York. That's why he's trying to get traded to a team where it doesn't matter.
But somebody
what?
else could come into New York and be unvaccinated.
It don't matter. Yo, that's how the niggas is retarded. It doesn't matter. That's why they could tell. We only want to kill you. If it's any basketball niggas we willing to put up on that, it's going to be the New York.
Wow.
Y'all
Shit
niggas never
makes no
been great before. Anyway, why? Listen, if any niggas going to go, y'all going to be the first athletes to go.
He said if any niggas gonna go.
That's how they treat y'all.
Nah.
I ain't taking no fucking vaccine. It got too much shit come along with once you become famous, and they got to do too much shit just cause. Like them niggas write that shit in the rule every week, and it's right under politically correct.
Hey yo, we gotta check on this voting thing for Wednesday, Pop. They saying that basically some legislatures supposed to go in place ultimately. Like I don't know how soon,
Mm-hmm.
but our voting rights as a people is supposed to be taken away. There's people that's in Congress that are rallying, volleying
What you
for
mean
that.
our as what? Convict? You talking about convicts or just
Black people. Black people.
oh,
Y'all
just
niggas
because
ain't
you
no
black, you ain't
convicts.
gonna be able to vote? No, I was trying to see what you mean by our people. You saying just
Yeah,
black in general, so you gonna say
yeah,
minorities
they trying to
cannot vote anymore.
yeah, they trying to well, it's not minorities because they just passed something recently where if you're here if you're here on temporary something you can vote.
Mm-hmm.
Um like a
Temporary visa.
Temporary
um
status.
yeah, temporary status, temporary visa. If you're no, if you're not a documented immigrant or something, but you're here, you can vote or
Any
something.
nigga besides a
They was
nigga who
just
lived
talking
in New
about
York.
something like that.
He said any nigga besides the nigga live in New York.
That's what he just said about it, right?
You said any nigga besides a
A
nigga that
nigga
live
who
in New
lived
York.
in New York. Cool.
Hmm? Oh yeah.
Everybody
No, no,
else
no.
get a
I'm gonna
little guidelines. They get different rules. You lived in New
All right,
York
so
over there.
yeah, I'm gonna look more into that. So we'll talk about that on Wednesday.
Okay. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna
Voting.
dig deep too. It
And
might be
yeah,
on
and we gotta
C-SPAN.
What
and we
might
gotta
be on
think
C-SPAN?
about the voting.
It
I
might
think
be
it's a
on there.
Who you voting for?
Who?
Niggas get quiet like this shit
Who?
really a political stage. Both of y'all gotta look quiet. Who you
I don't
voting
know who you
for?
talk. I don't know who you asking. I don't vote.
You don't vote, so so you're not even worried about that
Ain't
new
got no
rule that
net.
they're trying to push because you
I
don't
don't
even
vote.
vote.
Who am I
Yeah,
voting
Banger, when the
for?
last time you voted?
I
I
never
don't
voted in
even
my life. I don't choose
I
niggas
don't
to.
even I don't even remember the last time I voted, but the reason why it came up is because my aunts, they in their late 60s, early 70s.
Get no net
So
Uh-huh.
tickets.
they came up during that time when people died for the right
I
for us to
understand.
have to vote.
You better off
So
asking me about net
so
tickets and not
so
ask them.
that's where the information that come from originally. So that's why I gotta go back, talk to her some more, and do some more research for Wednesday to
Okay.
really fight because she was adamant about it. Like this is a real thing. Like
Mm-hmm.
they really trying to take our rights from us, and she was pissed.
Nah, I think it's you have to be uh you have to be registered. Like you have to have a registered ID and all of that. I think so. I've heard something like you have to be registered. Like so basically a lot of the people in the inner city don't register for certain things. So I think that's the loophole they're trying to
Why we
you know
gonna
what I mean?
register for some shit we ain't signed up for?
Yeah, that's what it is. You got to be something.
Y'all don't
But
mind
we
me.
gonna
I'm
dig
nice.
deep though. I'm gonna look into it and see.
I'm nice. I'm pulling it through. I told you I was
Yeah,
at a studio session a minute ago. They had the good vibes going on, so I'm still
Word?
in it. Yeah, I'm still in the in the clouds. They had a nice little vibe going and all that,
so
making the
that's what's up.
beats, vocals, and all that. So shout out to my cousin and him. He was doing it up. I couldn't really get busy and do what we had to do, so I said, let me get myself together and head back. That's why you don't see no motherfucking drops and nothing. I was moving reckless,
Charge over here.
and then I had me a
That's my
couple of shots. So
that's my wall piece.
I really ain't
Oh,
gonna
you
fuck
was a
about
little
what ain't going.
saucy.
I've been a little saucy, nigga. I ain't smoked
All
no
right,
blunt. I smoked probably a half a blunt. So what?
so what's good with you for the rest of the night?
Who
I'm
me?
getting high, nigga.
Oh,
I'm getting high, nigga.
All right, so you back to being your own therapist. Pop, you about to go hit the bar. I'm
You
about to
about to hit the
knock out over
bar. Are
here.
you about to get you some drinks? I hear that. And they're going to get him a white Russian.
nah,
Took
I'll
all
stop. Stop that.
What you gonna get now? What's your shit now? A
Whiskey
regular
sour.
beer, a whiskey
Whiskey sour.
a whiskey sour.
A
Grand
whiskey
Marnier.
sour.
Oh, at least all right. He with my man. Oh man, he with my man D Moore. So I can't even say it like that. D Moore is one of them. He can go too. That nigga's a corn liquor fed. He
Tell
corn
who
liquor bread kid. That nigga took
Oh,
us to his family house. They had the corn liquor and all that. They pulled that shit out like that shit was water.
They had moonshine. Like, what the fuck is a moonshine? Them
I
niggas had
thought
that
that's
shit
what corn liquor was.
Oh.
in a
Moonshine.
milk on a milk gallon.
Yeah, gallons of that shit.
Pure, uncut.
Yeah, nigga.
Oh.
Y'all niggas, it's like drinking fucking gasoline.
Them niggas drinking that
Yeah,
shit in
I
the morning.
heard.
Them niggas was finished. They try to drink a water cup like that. Nigga Pablo just had them niggas falling out.
That shit look like this, fam.
Word.
Moonshine look like this.
Yeah,
Oh shit, clear just like that.
indeed.
Oh,
Yeah.
y'all drink some?
I remember.
I get back. You know a movie I want to watch. Life.
Who's this?
Oh, you gonna watch Life with Martin and
Yo,
Wha-
that's one of the
Yeah.
funniest movie of all time, man.
yeah, man. I still like I wanted to watch it, man, but I don't even want to see nothing with prison right now, man. I just
Oh
made
yeah.
I just made 2 years home, man. I'm like
You departing,
I
man.
got-
You departing. You home, D.
gotta
You
get
home, man.
further. I know, man, but it's just like the energy, man. I gotta get off these papers, man. I want to really get out the system, like you feel
Yeah.
me?
Nigga, you still in the system unless you get vaccinated. The fuck is you going? They got the new laws, nigga. After your paperwork done, you still ain't going to no restaurant. Then they got a
Oh,
vaccination law. The fuck is listen?
Yeah, you right.
I don't know what you planning, but it might not. You know, you got to think about this new world. I'm gonna go sit my ass in the time capsule.
Oh, check it. Your man, Michael Strahan, Pop. He just came back from space today. Him, Jeff Bezos, the daughter.
What they was doing
of
to that man up there?
We told you
Yo,
he been an alien.
Yo,
So if you ain't listen to that episode,
he was up. They was up there for 11 minutes. They was in the capsule. The capsule from
yo, my nigga,
from Jeff
11
Bezos'
minutes?
company. They was up there for 11 minutes.
up
It
where?
was straight hand
Up
in
where?
space, nigga. In space,
where?
nigga.
Where? Who
In
seen
space.
the
Alright.
joint?
I
No, I'm
wasn't
asking.
with them. I
No,
was
it ain't on
watching the
YouTube. They
news
don't got the
coverage.
lift off from YouTube.
Yeah, they got it on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. Check it though. So check
Strahan
it.
takes off from
It's on YouTube.
niggas is crazy.
So check it. They had the daughter of the first person that allegedly went into space on the capsule with Michael Strahan. It was
Mhm.
Jeff Bezos, Michael Strahan, the white chick, the daughter, right?
Mhm.
And then it was like maybe 4 or 5 other people in a small ass capsule from like I Dream of Genie. Remember that shit they had on I Dream of Genie?
But
When
listen,
she
yeah. But listen,
Now watch
this
when
what,
Strahan
No,
come
no.
back pregnant.
but listen. A put me onto this. A said, go research, go look up a picture right now of how the capsule is, the shape of it, leaving to go up. Just go take a look at the picture anywhere on the internet.
I'm about to look. I don't
Just
really
look at the
want to
shape
see
of
no
it.
Strahan going out of
All right.
space.
What it look like?
Look at the shape. Then you
So
got.
tell me what it look like.
Hold on. I'm about to research it right now, and I'm gonna show you.
But why you can't tell him what it look like?
Nah,
he wants
'cause I
he want a
wanna say
verbal.
it.
He want
I
a
don't wanna say
verbal demonstration.
Yeah, like because you could say it look like one thing and
He
somebody
wants
else
you to
can
give
say it
him
look
a
like
verbal
something else.
image of what you see. What did you see when you looked at that image, Papa?
Hold up.
That
Let me
man
see.
gonna text it to you. He said, "Oh, listen, I can't say that."
I can't say it. What's the name of it again?
Strahan, it gotta be Strahan touching the
No,
alien.
but it's the name of the Amazon. Is it the Amazon joint? That's Amazon.
I seen it, but I really ain't pay attention to it because it says Strahan going to space on Thursday, man. And y'all telling me the nigga was back Friday. I really don't want to hear this shit now. 11 minutes. He spent 11 minutes in space.
All right, hold on. Let me see. Amazon. I'm about to show
It's
you.
called
Ain't
Blue
nobody-
Origin.
Blue
The company
Origin.
is called Blue Origin is the name of the ship, the capsule or whatever.
Oh,
Man
here you
went to
go.
space for 11 minutes.
Here you go.
11
What the
minutes.
fuck are you doing for 11 minutes in space?
He said it was dark.
I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here.
Why
What
did
was he
it?
expecting?
Why?
Hold up.
Why
That's
did
the
they?
only shit that he can
Let me
say.
see. Let me see.
Damn. Let me see where my camera at. Is it this way? Yeah.
There ain't no ship.
That's it.
Them man's is
Why
riding.
is it shaped that way, fam?
What is it? Hey, yo, that's like Francis C. Wilson. That's like the ISIS papers, man. It's shaped
But
like
Why
no,
a
is it
cactus,
shaped?
right?
Why
But
is it?
y'all-
Why is
it's
rocket
because of the
shaped?
picture that you're giving. It's because the rockets actually sit on the fuel tanks. So the rocket ain't like break off from the fuel tanks and go off.
I don't care. Why
That's
is it
just
not
to give it a
pointed?
boost.
Every other rocket we shot into space was always pointed.
My
Why
point
is that
man,
that shape?
my
fam?
whole point is, who seen somebody get on that shit, man? Who was
What
at
do
the
you mean who seen?
goddamn? Who was at the space, the spot where that shit shot up in the air? Nobody, right? So I don't believe that shit.
And where
It's
the
not
rest
no
of the ship?
conspiracy theorists. It's not. They went up
I
there.
don't think it's no conspiracy theory. It's green.
And you know
it's
how I
green
know?
screen 609.
You know how I know?
How you know?
I was in I knew about this about
You went
10
up there?
years ago. I was in the train station, just came from the bar, right? And it was a white dude who just came from the bar. He's twisted. So we both waiting on the train. This is like the last train, right? So we both twisted. And he was like, yeah, you know what I mean? Where you come from? So I was at this bar. And he was like, we was waiting on the train for so long. He was like, yeah, man, I just came from a meeting. With a couple of my friends. He's like, you heard about Tesla before? I was like, yeah, the cars. He was like, yeah, we just came from and he just telling me, he drunk. So he just telling me, he's like, yeah, I came from a Tesla meeting. It's because there's a bunch of investors who want to invest in sending people up to space. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, so you're gonna shoot up. He was like, basically, this is what they want to work on. You'll be able to shoot up, right? Leave from New York, and you'll be in California in less than 2 hours or some shit like that. This is the whole concept. They want to do a passenger. This is what he's telling me, right? So he's like, yeah, this is something that they want to work on, and we had to sit there and listen to it, blah blah blah. I was like, wow. So he was trying to explain to me what happened. He said, if you shoot somebody up like in space, right, and you look at the Earth, you see how round the Earth is. When they land, they're not landing in that same spot. It's almost like you're traveling in a faster distance going into space, leaving from New York, and then when you come back down, you'll be, you know what I mean, in Cal. So this is the concept he's trying to tell me. And I was like, wow. He's like, yeah, so yeah, this is what Tesla and blah, blah, blah. This is what we, you know what I mean, blah, blah. So I was like, wow, that shit is crazy. But he's telling me this 10 years ago. It's in DC. Telling me this 10 years ago. So I knew about all this shit from just by what homie was telling me. Like, yeah, he's like, you'll be able to go take a passenger flight up there in space. You know what I mean? So this is what they're working on. So you'll be able to leave
We've
from New
been
York.
able to. I know we've been able to go to
and be in
passage
New
work,
York.
but
But
now
listen,
all they doing is
yeah.
sending you niggas up there and telling them exactly when to grab you.
Oh,
They
you
coming
Yo,
up
and they
at-
calling. Yo,
They
they
gotta
calling
call
them
in on the same
astronauts.
line.
Just they calling them astronauts just because they went into space. You're an astronaut once you go
Yeah.
into space.
That kind of
guess-
is the definition.
Yo, he did look a little darker when he came back though. I'm looking at him. I'm like, that nigga
You say he
ain't been
look
that
great?
dark.
So you trying to tell us they put that man straight hand in that joint, took him out of space, he came back a different nigga, now he's straight man?
He's a real straw man.
Now they brought back the clone. That's how they get you. Come with us up to space. For what?
He said he want to go back.
I bet he do.
Yeah, he was trying to explain it to them, but he was like, it was just dark. It was just dark.
But
We
listen,
went up, and
for the
all I
whole
saw
11
was
minutes,
dark.
for the whole 11 minutes, they should have
Yeah.
asked him when he opened his eyes.
Wow.
Oh
Wow.
shit.
What you mean? What?
You mean say I got gas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, you know what that
Yeah,
means.
but where
You got
we going? You
gas.
say you going to get
Now nigga don't know where we
Yeah.
going. We was going to the bar a minute ago. Now I asked you if there's gas in the metro.
No, you good. You good.
Now if I asked you if you got any gas in the metro, you talking about
Nah, you good.
Who got some snaps on the Petro?
he got the snaps on the petro.
Who got
you know,
some snaps on the Petro?
nigga not riding nowhere around here with no snaps on the petro.
Mhm.
You niggas out there slinging all that dope in the hood.
Who?
No, that was AWACS, nigga.
Oh, AWACS.
Hey, what's up with the Knicks tickets, man?
That
Nets.
nigga can't get no Nets tickets. You just the last nigga
They-
you want to ask for Nets
They
tickets.
giving them out.
He said they
And
giving
nigga
them
who give a vaccine.
They're giving them out.
Yo, what's up, man? I need a couple tickets to the Garden, man.
Just come and
Hey,
get
yo.
vaccinated. They give you anything you want right now.
Hey
You
yo.
get vaccinated, they give you anything you want.
They come get vaccinated. You got a free trip through the city.
Vaccinated.
No bullshit, man. New Year, man.
Free pass through New York.
Free
with
pass through New
vaccination
York.
card.
You got a key to the city.
You ain't even
Yeah.
gotta pay. You ain't even gotta pay to get in places no
Just
more.
get your
Just get
ass out the
vaccinated.
city the next day.
You won't see me up that motherfucker no time soon.
Them niggas
Goodbye,
trying to spread this. They
New
try to
York.
spread this faster than anything.
You
Yeah.
won't see me up there.
They keep on with this. Yo, that's how they gonna play the divide and conquer game. See, we thinking we smart, not getting vaccinated. They not vaccinating the rich neither. They giving them a water, but they gonna
Guess
tell
what
them.
though? Guess what Taylor tell me, right? You know,
What-
she mixed, right? You know, she
What she says.
tell
man.
me, yeah, I got vaccinated, right? I was like, yeah.
Mhm.
She said I had to tell him I was white.
Why she had to tell him she was white?
She put on the paper she was white.
Also, she can get the white
The
vaccination.
good one, yeah. I was like, wow.
That's
you
true.
know
Who said that,
much
Pop?
niggas sniffing
That's
up all this
wild.
good
That's
oxygen.
real though. We laughing. That's wild.
Yo, January
Who said that, Pop?
This girl.
A mixed girl. This girl that's black and white.
She mixed.
Oh, she mulatto.
Yeah,
When it came to that
So she didn't
vaccine,
put
she
black.
was white.
yeah.
Why was she?
Oh,
I was
Oh,
like,
shit.
wow.
She disregarded her father as soon as it came down to action.
oh
I
shit.
don't know if that nigga really my father.
Oh shit. That nigga Lynn
Wow.
is crazy. Yo,
Nah, listen, it's life decisions, man. I wouldn't go get vaccinated. That's not something I would do. I would eat. But I know that you got to keep going. So
I just
you gonna
say
make your
the
decision.
people with
all right. So
weak immune system need it.
this is a
Well,
question.
who defines who has a weak
People-
immune system? The same niggas who want to poison us? I'm sorry, Bang.
But
What
the
do you mean?
people,
Mhm.
but as far as poison, though, niggas will drink alcohol, smoke cigarettes,
All
smoke
day.
weed. They'll do all of that, but won't get a vaccination.
So
Why?
put the fucking vaccination in the course. Put it in some weed.
Yo, this nigga Lynn, B. Nah, seriously though.
People are not gonna get vaccinated because niggas don't trust no system. Point blank. Period. You trust the system?
They don't trust the system, but they trust the drugs giving them through
Who?
the system.
They will go smoke that
The
2K.
drugs
shit.
come from the system.
They smoke the
That's
2K
this
and buy
new.
the
That's
Coke,
this
the
new.
crack, the
and
Molly,
take the vaccine.
all of them
Ain't no
drugs
coke
come
and
from
crack
the
coming
system.
through no system. They're not coming through no system. It's a system
How
how they
not?
get here. It's a system how they get here, but they're not coming through the system.
All right.
Now, if you saying oxy and prescription drugs, those are through the system. What are you considering the system?
Just the whole structure. Like the yeah, just the whole structure basically is a system. As far as the drugs go, like we don't like the drugs aren't pure. The drug like for example the what's that they put in the heroin and all that right now.
What
I
they
don't
putting
know.
in heroin? I ain't have none in a while.
Now
Morphine, the shit they give you. Morphine, or you want some Bonita?
fentanyl.
What's a
The
Fentanyl?
fentanyl. Yeah, the fentanyl. Yeah, like Like for example, the fentanyl. You know what I mean? They polluting the drugs. They polluting the drugs that are getting in the country through the system. The drugs are coming in through the system.
Who's
The
they?
wars are being the people. Not the people like us, the people. The government, nigga, the government. You know who I'm talking about, nigga.
I understand, but I'm saying it's still a system of fentanyl, all of that. I would say, yeah, it's a choice for you to have that, but that's a nigga looking for a cheaper way to try to get you high and get more money. It ain't it just another option that's out there for you to take. It's just the direction that we in nowadays. Before it was different, so you had a little bit more trust with your drug dealer. He wouldn't go give you no shit that he thought was gonna fix your brain, and he wanted you to come back.
Mm-hmm. That movie you told me about was crazy too, though, man. True story.
Yeah. What would
Wow.
you do in that situation?
I don't know if I
Because
would've
that's back to love.
but listen, from when that shit first happened, I already knew this nigga was getting set up.
Yeah. We can already draw it
I'm
out
like, yo, how the hell you understand what I mean?
because of where it's coming from. The one you didn't hear what the nigga said, like, hey, but the point, his whole point is, you was always my big brother. I thought that I was always like, you was always keeping me from trouble.
Nigga, I ain't see you and how long he didn't see the nigga up to that point, and the nigga
He
get
ain't
you
seen him
drunk.
probably while he was in rehab.
It's crazy. That shit make no sense. Ain't no
That's
nigga gonna tell
everyday
me.
life. That's everyday
If
life.
I had
whether it's those situations or just regular shit, your brother hating and do something to put you in a position like All Things Fall Apart with 50 and his brother in that movie. His brother, as soon as he got sick, you was mad how he went about the girl. You want to snake him. You even want to beat him up when he couldn't do nothing. So
that shit just made no sense. If the nigga been burning you for all this time, right? So why don't you think he'll pull some shit like that with the girl? When you first said, "Oh, she's dead," did you check her pulse?
But
And
that's
then
just
who's
because
this
that
other
nigga's
nigga?
being hysterical. He's saying that you in a position that you're not gonna check none of that. Because now you think about if I check her pulse, now is my fingerprints on her? It's too much involved in that, I would just guess. Bang, I'm stoned and I'm looking for a lighter. Both of y'all niggas look like y'all going.
Yeah, it's quiet on my side.
That nigga I said both y'all niggas look like y'all going. That nigga head came up. Yeah, it's quiet on my side. That nigga Papo's still in the same position.
Yeah, he froze.
This is Landlord, man.
This your man D Banger Thomas, people of the world.
This is Be Your Own Therapist. Make sure
you check in. Make sure you tune in and check us out on Wednesday. Our next episode will be popping on like 6 o'clock, 6:30, somewhere around there. Make sure you check out all the different episodes that, we're putting up on Spotify, YouTube,
Apple Music, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, radio, a couple of others. It's like 5 different sites, man. Spotify, I can't think of shit.
How many episodes we have up right now, Lane?
We got 3 episodes. As soon as the holidays cool down, we're gonna put out the rest of the season. We just get things.
All right, that sounds good. So you already heard Land, people of the world. Once the holidays, cool down and everything, once we get through the holiday season, then we're going to drop the rest of the episodes from our first season. So other than that, people of the world, we about to check out, and we'll see you when we see you, man.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Hey. Gorilla Man. Go off for life. Yeah.
motherfucker. Toast up, looking to rob a nigga, gorilla post up. Hurling to stomp a nigga for the fast buck. Looking a nigga pocket, I think he stabbed something. Yeah, I'm raw than a motherfucker. Stay twisted off the drum, inside diesel. I Chinaman style, but I still see you. Through the scope, though I'm high in the desert eagle. Run around literally with the desert eagle. Sniffing niggas Jews out like a fucking beagle. I'm hungry, dog, watch when I fucking see you. Jews better be tough or I'm bound to eat you. And you think it can't happen, always happen, dog. Talk all that tough Tony shit gets sent to the mall. And I ain't playing, dog, I'm hiding the motherfucker. Nice man, the dog, gorilla man, on New York. Yeah, that's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on crime. That's your brains on that myth. That's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on crime. That's your brains on that myth. That's your brains on drugs. So high, see the room keep spinning, but I keep telling myself I gotta get the dividends. I gotta pull myself together, get the fucking Benjamin. So I grab my scrap and hit the fucking hood again. You monkeys know what it is. Some run duck high, some go get their gun, but they stand across the street with it, cause they know that I'm high and my gun speak a foreign language. Nigga, motherfucking what? You ain't doing shit to me. You rated fucking butt, ass crack, blast them shoes and get gun fucked. Rolled up in the plastic, covered in the wooden box. I'm hide in the state building, gun the sides, clip the sides, stomach, Ethiopian children. And it's go hard to light, my friend. Nice man, devil break, gorilla man, know what it is. Yeah, that's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on crime. That's your brains on that myth. That's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on crime. That's your brains on that myth. That's your brains on drugs. I'm gon' get it, shit. I don't give a damn who the hell attached to it. Smoke me a Magnum blunt and that stupid 4-pound Mac Miller shredded. 7 mad in your face for cash and all the rest of your things. You feeling brave, my blast. Still dig in your pocket and skate with your cash. I buy me a ounce of weed and mix with some ass. I'm a beast. I'm raw than the orangutans, raw than the pack of wolves. So raw, I'm gorilla man. And I ain't saying it cause your girl started feeling me. Cause this the brain of Charles High, stick and green. But my mind still sticks to things. For that money and them bricks, I split your brains. I ain't playing not one big go hard's the name. Nice man that double bread hard in the fucking plane, nigga. That's your brains on drugs.